And we're on.
2. Hey, that was relatively quick.
I forgot about the counting thing. Shit. The comic bits don't work if I forget them.
Right. It was T+2 at least. I don't know exactly when you hit the button, but yeah. Anyways, how's it going, folks?
There we go. All right. I forgot to mute the YouTube video that I loaded up. Yeah, everybody, hey, welcome to this show.
Yeah, this is the level of professionalism that you should expect at this point.
Well, it's really professional because I put dropping the bass, but I don't know if that's bass like the fish or bass like the musical reference.
Yeah. Oh, bass.
I'm not sure. Yeah, if I spelled it like bass or bass.
Yeah, it's the same spelling, dude.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Either way, it's BASS, dude. Yeah, bass or bass.
That's pretty badass then. I'm good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It's better than fucking every keto dessert ever made.
Mm-hmm.
The people, okay, so there's an interesting thing, right? Because I'm all about that keto thing right now. Doing the keto
go for it, dude. Yeah, you put up with my obsessive bullshit. Why not?
All the desserts so far are just like eggs.
Oh, just eggs with sugar and shit, or
with like, well, you can't use sugar. You use like artificial sweetener or something like that. But
right.
It's just like weird ways of baking eggs with slight flavors mixed in. And it's like, look, man, just don't even fucking try.
Right. Just say, hey, no dessert for you, buddy.
Like, I tried the cheesecakes. It just tasted like somebody had made like egg cups and accidentally slipped in a little bit of sugar instead of salt.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be like white chocolate cheesecakes, and they took like, all these weird ingredients and shit. Like a waste of time, man. It just came out tasting like a bunch of fucking like scrambled eggs that you baked in a muffin tin instead of like on a stovetop. And there are like diabetic candies you can have, right?
Right.
Which is like, so like there's like a bunch of Hershey's kind of brands, or like the Reese's peanut butter cups and the what do you call it? The special dark chocolate.
Right.
And peppermint patties. Like those are the ones I've tried so far. They're pretty good. They're just a little less sweet.
Yeah, peppermint patties are dark chocolate on around whatever that shit is in the middle. Okay.
Yeah. And they're just a little less sweet, the diabetic version of it, the zero sugar version.
Right.
But like the Lifesavers and the Jolly Ranchers are totally different thing. And there's an unfortunate side effect.
Oh, wow.
So like if you have like 2 or 3 of the Lifesavers and then like wait 20 minutes, you're going to be shitting for a good 5-10 minutes.
Jesus, dude.
It even says on the package, and I didn't read this before having some, that it might have a laxative effect. So I like had one, and then like by the time I was done eating the second one, I was just like, oh damn, I gotta fucking go. Like, all right, I gotta fucking run.
Hit you that fucking quick, huh? Wow.
It was fast, man. It was merciless. But it was only one shot.
Right.
So you just got whatever was in you out and you're done. So you only had it the one time. And ironically, on keto stuff, a lot of people get really constipated. So not necessarily a bad thing for some people. Not great for me, but not bad for some people.
Right. Yeah. That would be, for me, most of the time, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, there you go. Well, dude, now you know.
Yeah, considering what my medication does to me.
When they don't taste bad, like the Lifesaver stuff is actually really, really similar to the original. Like it's just as sweet. It just tastes a little bit different, but not like in a bad way.
Right. Just different. Not bad, not good, different.
Yeah, I would say on par. Like they're as good as the Lifesavers originals.
Yeah,
but just
not better or worse, I guess.
Yeah, just not quite the same. I think the next thing I might try is some of the different like diet sodas out there and see if some of those are decent. Because like water is great, man, but there's only so many things you can so much water you want to drink before you're like, man, I just need anything that doesn't taste like water to drink.
Yeah, yeah. There's
And I'm
certain
not a
foods
coffee guy.
for me. It's just certain foods I have, I have a really hard time uh, drinking water or not drinking like soda or something with, like pizza. I guess pizza would be kind of out on the keto diet anyway.
You can make pizza.
I think my mom makes one with like cauliflower. Somehow the crust is made out of cauliflower.
You can do a cauliflower crust, or you can do an like an almond flour crust. Because you can use like almond flour, coconut flour, flaxseed meal. Like there's a bunch of alternatives to flour that you can bake with. They're not terrible. They're gonna be a little higher carb than a lot of this stuff, so you're not gonna have them like all the time.
Right.
But like if you want just like a chicken pizza, yeah, you can absolutely have a chicken pizza. Like or not a chicken pizza. If you just want like a pizza, you can have a pizza. It's not like impossible to make.
Right.
I like so one of the pizza crusts comes out kind of like a thin crust, like a thin kind of crispy crust, and that's the one with the almond flour,
right,
and or coconut flour. Either way, it comes out like a thin crust, and then the cauliflower one comes out like sort of a thicker, like not like a thick crust, but like more like a standard. You get from like Domino's or any pizza place, just like their standard crust.
Right.
And cauliflower is not a really strong flavor.
Right.
So when you mix it with like the salt and like usually it's like Parmesan cheese or mozzarella cheese and like egg or something like that, it just has a real neutral flavor. Like the cheese, salty, savory texture and taste of the cheese kind of takes over, and it just has like a when it's that thin, it really does get like kind of a crust like texture.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how they can substitute it like pretty effectively.
It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done any of the almond flour sub baking yet. I need to like get around to doing that. I'm just getting used to like the crazy meal preps. Like I think I'm gonna make waffles tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's just almond flour instead of flour, really. I mean, there's like a little bit of eggs, some heavy cream, and
other than that,
like some salt, I think, and like a little baking soda or baking powder. I can't remember which one. I think it's baking soda.
One of those baking things. Oh, Jesus!
Sorry about that. No, that was me.
Right.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Matt's gonna be Engelhardt's gonna be your 10.
Ah, sweet.
So I'm gonna send him KKK because it's creepy.
Yeah.
All right. So we know what story we're waiting for him for. So yeah, dude, I've been that video you sent me about the poor Mexican dude that got beat with a fucking brick.
Yeah.
I've been watching that like sort of weird shit unfold around that. Like there's been some Twitter people that reported, like flat out reported, like some white woman racist white woman beats Mexican man and linked to that article.
Right.
And like they just never corrected it. Like they just refused.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that it's a black woman that beat the dude.
Yeah, that's what I find fascinating. It's like, dude, when you're wrong, can't you just say you're fucking wrong? Like, oh, sorry. Like you're that indoctrinated into your fucking your ideology that you can't just say, oh, it turns out it had nothing to do with Trump or white people. It was some black bitch that hit him with a fucking brick. That hit that Mexican guy with a fucking brick.
Well, as I suspected when I saw the headline, it had something to do with somebody being fucking crazy.
Right.
Like you don't beat an old man who's just walking down the street with a fucking brick unless you're fucking out of your mind.
Yeah. It's not like either Trump, and nobody's going to be responsible for that level of insanity. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody's rhetoric is responsible for that level of fucking crazy.
Well, and at no point has Trump said, you know what? They won't let us, Congress won't vote on the wall. Go out and hit a Mexican with a brick.
Right.
Like, he's never said that. He's never implied that. Nothing even remotely close to that. He's never once promoted violence of any kind. I mean,
he's actually making He's trying to work with people. He's being pretty damn reasonable, dude. Way more than I've been used to since. Jesus, when's the last time? How long has it been? Has it ever been the case that they actually tried to work together? I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out if it actually is worse or it's always been this bad and we just never noticed. I think it's worse now. I really do, but not as bad. It's not as much worse.
I don't know that the bipartisan bullshit in Congress is worse now. What I would say is specifically the left wing is going fucking nuts.
Yeah, see, it's and I think that's just switched. I think before, for the longest time,
I don't think the right wing has ever been like, let's have violent in the streets, let's fucking...
No, not to this extreme, but they were pretty extreme, dude.
No, they were extreme, but never to the point of like civil unrest.
Right,
and literally like, we should kill the people we don't agree with.
Right.
And you're a Nazi. And like... Yeah. And they've never once seen people go off and do these like horrible crimes, like, you know, Timothy McVeigh blowing up the federal building or something like that. They've never once looked at something like that and said, "Fuck yeah, that guy."
Yeah, was right. Good job. Yeah, that kind of bullshit. Yeah,
you know, like that.
This is true, happen. But again, yeah, it could be just a matter of whenever the pendulum swings back, it always swings back further. You know what I mean?
It could be. It could be, but I think that
which is terrifying if that's true.
It's religious nonsense.
Like, right.
You know, we don't think gay people should be married anymore or something like that. Like, that's the kind of thing. Which, yes, that would be unfair. I agree. That would be unfair. That would be wrong. But that's not going to be on the same level of, like, we should introduce socialism and fucking open the border to whoever wants to come into our country.
Yeah, we should let 5-year-olds start to transition their gender.
Yeah, we should give hormones to 5-year-olds and fucking cut up their dick and make it into a pussy.
Yeah.
You know, like that's insane. That's a whole different level.
Yeah, one is like, you know, incredibly annoying, certainly. But the other that's going on is kind of a threat to, like, I don't want to say civilization, but like it's kind of a threat to
our fucking civil. It is a threat to our civilization.
It is really. Yeah, I don't want to. It seems incredibly hyperbolic to say, but that is kind of what they're after.
Yeah, they're trying to destroy America.
Yeah, they're trying to tear it down, and theoretically, it's the Cloward-Piven thing, which I think I mentioned before. They're also the theory that you have to crash the system in order to rebuild it.
Yeah, they're also trying to destroy Germany and the UK and France, and it's just this. Apparently, since they don't like rules or the rules of the we've made collectively, because it doesn't agree with their ideological nonsense that they've just made up out of fantasy and emotional nonsense.
Yeah. It's got to go.
It's all got to go. You know.
Yeah.
So that's their logic, and it's like, I don't know how long the left can survive as like a real political party, at least in the U.S., as like Democrats, without like literally there are mainstream Democratic politicians calling for the abolition of fucking ICE.
Well,
immigration and customs enforcement. Are you out of your fucking mind? like how long is that going to stay before it just like, because there have to be some reasonable people on the Democrats. Like realistically, there's going to be a lot. Like the majority of them have to be reasonable people. At a certain point, they're going to just stop supporting it. Like I don't know if they're all going to become Republicans. Like if it's going to be like oh shit, let's fucking join the party, or if there's going to be a third party that develops out of it.
Well, this is you don't probably remember this, but I predicted like fucking several months ago, maybe a year ago, several months at least. I predicted that the Democratic Party could easily fucking be dissolved and the Libertarian Party replace them.
Yeah, like I think that might actually be in the process of going on, because I can't see, like they talk about this blue wave. I think they're going to lose several seats in Congress at this go around. Like, I think it's going to be like a red wave. Because there's just so many fucking crazy nutball, like, psychos trying to get the Congress from the Democratic Party. Oh, no, did I lose Detroit?
Yeah, no, I'm still here, dude. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I just don't think I think they're going to lose so many seats. It's gonna really destroy a lot of their political power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And it may not necessarily be to Republicans, but it may be to just like that people aren't covering third-party candidates like libertarians or independents who might take some of the seats as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's again, it's I just find it hard to believe, or maybe we're being optimistic, man. I hope we're not. And assuming
well, the other option is we're going to have to kill a lot of people.
Yeah, if there's that many fucking people that believe that crazy shit.
Well, if they start trying to force communism, whether it fits within the, if they've done it through the voting system or not, I'm going to be like, well, it's time to fucking kill these fools. Like, sorry, man, that's just not going to fucking happen in this country. And I guarantee I'm by far not in the minority.
Mm-hmm. I think they just need to become a vote. The majority of reasonable fucking people there on that side or whatever need to become fucking a vocal majority.
Yeah, they need to instead of the people.
Yeah, because again, it seems to be the fact that it's an incredibly loud, obnoxiously loud, and vocal minority of the party is like running it by being fucking obstinate and unreasonable.
Well, and you get to see the fucking psycho, idiot, dumb fucks in Hollywood. You can see how fucking dumb they are. Like, we've always known that the people in Hollywood were by and large a bunch of fucking morons. Like, they're good at acting and making movies and shit, but that's it. Don't fucking expect them to do basic math or, like, put gas in a car. Right? You get to see that because these people are just like, socialism? All right, then. We don't need a border. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I said, it doesn't take much thought to realize the issues with socialism, the reason that it just can't work, dude.
Or the issues with an open border, or the issues with giving hormones to a small child, or like why?
That's the main issue. Is that they seem to have an inability of thinking things through to their logical conclusion.
Yeah, why turning a blind eye to people with severe mental health problems transitioning from one gender to another gender? Why accepting somebody for doing that shouldn't mean that you also accept the pedophile who pretends to do that to sneak into the opposite sex restroom to like fiddle with kids. You know what I mean? Like, you can't accept that guy, but you can accept the person who's just like, yeah, I have gender dysphoria and I can't live as a man. It like this, the gender dysphoria won't allow it. I have to transition into a woman. You know, and they're like a fully grown person. Like, you can, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, fine, that's cool. But I don't have to accept like the criminal that pretends to be in that category or is in that category, along with the rational people. You know what I mean? Like, you can be discriminating. You can be like Blair White, no big deal. Like in Chris Chan, okay, that guy goes to jail. Like, like Blair White is just a dude that transitioned into a woman, and now she's a she or whatever. Chris Chan is somebody who fucking tried to grow a fucking pussy on their taint from a fucking infection, and like molested their like little cousin.
Yeah, there's obviously a difference between these people,
and that's the thing. Like, it's getting to the point where if you don't accept Christians, suddenly like you're a Nazi and you're not tolerant. It's like, but wait, no, I got no problem with transgender people. The criminal behavior is the issue. How is the criminal behavior not part of the, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get where it goes, but yeah, like that part it's really difficult to figure out. And that's what's going to drag them down in this I think in this election cycle, this midterms.
Right. Dude, have you seen where they really think that Hillary's going to be their fucking nominee again?
They want to run her in 2020.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking hilarious,
dude. Yeah.
If she apparently wins in 2020, civil war, because it's absolutely at that point that they've rigged the voting machines.
Yeah. They're like, okay, we obviously didn't correct enough for her lack of popularity, so this time we're gonna fucking get it right.
Exactly. Yeah. Like they were like, clearly, we need to change all the votes.
Like we need to swing it like literally 20% or some fucking crazy amount because she's just fucking horrible.
Well, I honestly, like, if she ran again, Trump would win in a landslide. Like it would.
Yeah. No, dude, I've literally never voted, and I will make sure I vote in that election, dude.
Yeah. No, Trump is going to win 2020. I mean, look at what he's done for the economy, for international relations. He's got all these countries finally paying at least a little bit more of what they owe now. NATO. He dropped out of like some bullshit trade agreements and some other like nonsense that was just going to fuck our economy even worse. We got steel factories, aluminum factories, car factories, all this manufacturing, real jobs that will allow for economic class mobility. Like that's the thing people are underestimating how much of a sway that'll have.
Yeah, and look what he's going after fucking China, dude. That fucking blows my mind with the tariffs. China's coming back. Like, China, you know you still are vastly dependent on our fucking economy. You know what I mean? Like, and China's going to realize it eventually.
And he's going after Russia, too.
Right.
He's going after China and Russia trade.
Yeah, but, I mean, China's a much, much bigger...
Oh, yeah, much bigger threat. He's going much harder on China.
Yeah.
But it's funny that nobody mentions like that he's still going pretty hard at Russia.
Yeah, which everybody was like thinking he was going to be soft on Russia because he would say shit like, "Yeah, no, we'll get along great," which is kind of ridiculous. But I think Trump really thinks he's that charismatic. He might be. Fucking knows.
Well, in his business, in his personal business, he probably does.
Yeah, that's true. If you're fucking succeeding in that. With a bunch of fucking unreasonable people, you're like, oh, it's probably going to work here too.
He greases a bunch of palms, and he builds a fucking giant hotel or a giant fucking apartment building or whatever, and fucking rents that shit out. He's making good money. They're making good money. Everybody's happy camper. Like he's a multi-billion-dollar investment guy. So if he's bringing in a bunch of money to invest, I mean, he wants to make money on the deal. But in that kind of investment, a lot of other people are also going to make out a bunch of money too. So it's not one way.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of curious if the other, like, the reason that old trade agreements are so bad is because, it was an incredibly limited amount of people that are involved in making that decision, and they're getting bribed bribed like fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think they were just taking huge amounts of bribery from corporations. Corporations were trying to weaken the United States so that they could have more power.
Yeah.
Because essentially corporations run a lot of these third world countries.
Yeah. And they pretty much run this fucking country too, really. Up until Trump's election.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As it turns out, not really. Not anymore.
Well, it has. It's not like the way it's set up, but it has worked up until fucking 2 years ago.
Well, I'm
until Trump got elected.
Like, I'm interested to see how much he gets done in 8 years. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to get 8. I would be shocked if he doesn't win a second term. And I would be stunned.
Yeah, I would be
truly
incredibly
stunned if Pence
suspect.
doesn't get a
Shocking.
term after. But I'm interested to see what Pence does in his first term, because he's going to definitely get the presidency after Trump.
Yeah, that's incredibly rare. You know that, right?
What?
That the sitting vice president becomes a president even after the 8-year thing.
I think he's probably going to get it.
Yeah, could be, but he doesn't have that high of a profile. Like the last one to do it was George Sr.
I don't think he does it. I don't think he has it now because he's just kind of sitting in the background. But I bet second term it's going to change.
Right.
Because he's going to be looking forward and being like, all right, this election cycle's coming up. I got to give it a shot.
Yeah, could be. I mean, like,
I don't know who else they could run that would have the competition. Maybe they run your favorite guy again, Cruz.
Oh Jesus, dude. That guy might actually be all right. I don't know, but I should be able to look past the fact that he just looks so goddamn smug.
Stepped on.
Yeah, dude, such a punchable face, dude. Might be the most punchable face I've ever seen. Fucking Ted Cruz.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I didn't realize it's after midnight there. I forget that there's an East Coast. It's all the weed smoke on the West Coast. Like, you don't even have to smoke weed.
Yeah, you're going to get a contact.
Yeah,
you're going to get a contact high.
You just go outside and you're like, whoa, little fucking woozy.
I'm fucking really hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be weird. I'm wondering because, like, my blood pressure dropped like 15 points.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the keto, like, I know drinking, for instance, like, you don't want to drink, like, beer or wine because there's a relatively high carb. But you can drink some like, hard liquor and stuff. Like, if you're really good for the day, you know, have a drink of, like, whiskey or vodka or something at night. But apparently it gets real fucked up, like, a lot easier. Like, it hits you a lot harder.
Oh, okay.
So you're suddenly like a real cheap date, essentially. I wonder if it has a similar thing with weed. If weed just hits you way harder. Like, suddenly it's like you smoke one hit before was enough to get you high. Now it's like you better take like a half a hit because it's going to fuck you up. Like, don't clear the bong after the first hit. Should be interesting to find out eventually. But what were we talking about?
You know, and I've already forgotten.
God damn it! There was. I saw a funny story that was like it looked like it might have been a racist dude. He called the fucking cops because some black lady was like trying to use a manufacturer's coupon. You can't hear anything. Like, there's no audio with this, but yeah, like you can see his hand shaking when he's talking to the police on the phone.
Wow.
So apparently it did happen, but like he refused to honor the coupon because he didn't recognize it because it was a manufacturer's like replacing faulty product kind of thing.
Oh, right.
And so CVS made their like, you know, mea culpa kind of stuff, but like I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Jesus, dude. That's pretty crazy.
He actually called the fucking cops, though. He's like, get the police. There's a black woman with a coupon. Like, what a fucking dummy. He's not a manager anymore, I'm sure.
That seems extreme, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, it seems like a little like, over the top, right? You know? You're like, oh, this black lady has a coupon, and she's insisting that I honor it. Better get the popo. Gotta get the police. Oh, goddamn. You know, I don't think I've ever seen the CVS employees care enough to ever, like, get angry or upset where I live. They're just so fucking broken. Like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, good for you for shopping here. Shoot me. It's like, like their mouth says, hello, thank you for shopping at CVS. What can I do for you? But their eyes say, please fucking end me. Make it all stop.
All right, bear with me, dude. I'm just I'm having to document some shit on this fucking game that I'm playing.
Yeah, I wondered about that. I really did. I wondered. I was like, is he playing his phone game right now?
Yeah, well, it's not even playing the game, dude. In the fucking chat, one of the guys from the asshole fucking clan that I've been telling you about occasionally.
Oh yeah, the fucking crazy people.
The leader of my clan is a lesbian whore.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So yeah, dude. So I'm kind of just documenting it.
And
yeah, dude.
That's fucking
because everybody's kind of fucking blown up. Like, you're fucking serious, dude? Like, wow, dude.
She's a lesbian whore.
Yeah.
Or I tell you.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get the exact. I know I screen capped it, but I'm trying to see if it seems. Oh no, it's already.
I can't imagine a harder way to make a living as a whore. That would make her really, really good at being a whore, though.
Right. Yeah, you kind of have to be.
I mean, like chicks are not as like the physical part is a big thing, but they're also really big about that emotional connection.
Right.
So if you're like making it so lesbians are fucking paying for your, your services, like. You're probably doing a really good job at eating that puss. Like.
Right. Yeah, well, I kind of figured they have a better chance at it knowing what they're doing than the best of us guys. You know what I mean? They have the same equipment.
But like, any chick can go down and buy like a fucking, dildo that vibrates at like 9 billion fucking RPM. And there's no human tongue in the world that's going to match that shit. Even if you get fingers involved. Like, you got this fucking jackhammer going. Like, that's hard to beat for even another chick. You know what I mean? Like, that's tough. So you gotta have mad skills. Okay. That is far as
we're getting probably a little too deep into this now. But yeah, here, this is the line that was got me like kind of distracted and kind of fucking fired up. Basically, the person said, and this is referring to the leader of my clan, who is a lesbian. It's not a whore, but it is a lesbian couple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this person says, let the lesbian whore tell it. Most of you will believe anything. That's what they fucking said, dude.
Damn, dude. It's so aggressive and unnecessary for a video game.
Crazy,
that's the best part. Like
most of the time, it's just amusing how fucking serious they take it. But like that fucking angers me, dude. Fucking assholes.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, it's a friend. Like, it's somebody you've been playing this game with for a while. I'm sure that like you're at least on friendly terms. That's a reasonable thing to be upset over. It's like, yeah, dude, this guy called my friend fucking names.
Yeah.
Over a video game.
Yeah. Now, that's the thing. It's pretty well known that my clan leader's father is fucking terminally ill, and she's dealing with that too. So, you know what I mean? Pretty much, this guy almost certainly fucking knows that, and still has the fucking gall to say something like that.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a little
horrible fucking people, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well, I mean, you were talking like they had the fucking whole thing where like somebody like joined the fucking clan under false pretenses to be a spy.
Yeah, that happens, dude.
Stuff going on. It's like, what do you get? Like, I don't know where it goes after that.
Yeah. They already have the most power, and they still do shit like that. Like, you guys are fucking pathetic, dude. It really is kind of amusing and pretty entertaining. Well, like, besides this particular instance, obviously. But like, it's funny how like these people are just fucking humorless and miserable. Yet they've kind of banded together and kind of convinced themselves that everybody's like jealous of them or something. I'm not sure what their rationale is, but they managed to convince themselves that their fucked up behavior is fine. When we retaliate against their fucked up behavior, they fucking scream bloody murder. Like, why are you guys doing this, fucking assholes? We're like, dude, you fucking started this shit. Yeah. In fact, one of the guys on my team literally named himself fucking Rambo. Just so he could say shit like, you drew first blood.
Yeah. You drew first blood. Nice. God damn, that's crazy, man.
All right. Okay. All right. So I gotta turn this off. It's gonna be fucking distracting me, dude.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's a riot. Oh, dude, I found the coolest thing at fucking Costco, man. $15. You get a 3-pack of flashlights, and they're like a regular flashlight, but then the handle is clear, and there's another like LED set in it, so it's like a little lantern. So you can have it on like flashlight or like a lantern.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Came with the batteries included, which was pretty nice. That's not terribly common, and they were like Duracell batteries, like real batteries.
All right.
But I just figured, like, for blackouts and shit, that's fucking epic. For 3 of them for $15.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you got a Costco near you or your membership, but Stabby.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
That what is it called? Life Gear flashlight, and it's waterproof.
Life Gear flashlight. Oh wow, nice.
So it floats in
pretty
water,
good for camping.
And it's got a little 2 little metal studs on one side that if they get wet, like water bridges the gap, it just automatically turns on the handle to flash red.
Oh wow, it's pretty crazy.
So like if you were to drop it in like a river or a pond or something, it would float on the top of the water and just be like flashing red, so you could find it really easily.
Yeah, it's easy to notice it. That's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah,
3 little AAAs, 3 AAA batteries, not a bad deal. I think the only thing I did was I ordered the lithium batteries to replace, because if they're just going to sit for a while, the lithium do that better than the regular Duracells. Also, lithium batteries like fucking run stuff for fucking ever. I don't know if you've ever tried the lithium like AA or AAA batteries. Like, they're not rechargeable; they're just lithium.
Right.
They last like 2.5 times as long as the regular Duracell batteries, and they're about half the weight.
Yeah.
So it is.
I have to check it out. Awesome. Yeah, because we do have what do you call it? We definitely have a Costco membership. We don't have one in town, but we go up to the Phoenix area to go to one.
So I told my mom about them, right? I'm like saying, oh, I found these. These are kind of cool. I'm gonna put one in my my car and stuff like that. And, if I get a flat, I got a little lantern that just light up and shit. And she's like, oh, we need like 4 packs. So she fucking had me go back and get like 4 packs of them.
God damn.
So we're gonna get little hooks, and they're gonna be like 1 in each room, and like 1 in each bathroom, and then which is cool because they're waterproof, so right on, right? And then there's gonna be 1 in the glove box of each car.
So if anything goes down, so pretty much everywhere.
You need light anywhere near my house, there's light available.
Right. Yeah, the power goes off, you can still have your house lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got like candles and like an oil lantern and my little, flashlight lanterns if I want them. Right. So I'm set, but for the rest of the house now, they'll be all set. I'm running low on chem lights. I use the, like the little glow sticks. They're like glow sticks, but a little brighter. They're not like the kids' toys. They're like meant for emergencies and stuff like that. Right, so I'm running low on those because the last couple times we had power outages, I just bust out like 3 or 4 of the chem lights and light up the like the hallway and the bathrooms and shit.
Right. Yeah. But I think we just usually have a bunch of candles and shit, but that can be incredibly dangerous, especially if it's any kind of breeze, like if you have to open the window, because here it's usually the summertime. And if you lose the AC, it gets hot and humid incredibly quickly. So you're opening windows and shit, and then you got shit blowing around in a fucking breeze from a storm with an open flame. It can be pretty dangerous.
For us, the storms and stuff that knock the power out, it's usually cold and it's not terribly damp. Even though it's raining, it's not like humid.
Right.
And so you don't have like the windows open or anything like that. You got everything like battened down and everything, so it's not a big deal to have candles. Oh, hey, I will say hey to Rotten Voice in the chat. Usually I just put this on and just sleep. Like, hey, dude, I'm sorry we kept you up this time. We'll try to be a little more boring next time, I guess.
All right. God damn. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm always amazed that we have views on this. Like, I don't understand how anybody watches what we do, but right on.
No, I think we're awesome, dude. I mean, like, I joke about us sucking, but I think, you know, I don't maybe not awesome. I think we're at least average. I mean, there's people that have huge followings that I think we're better than. You know,
that's cool. I'll take that.
The way I can put it.
Hey man, anything to boost my ego, I'm good. That works. I don't know if anybody saw this dude, but he got caught. Like, they had a video out there, kind of went a little bit viral. Like a 30-year-old.
Oh,
dude.
that's the one, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he stole the kid's MAGA hat. Like a couple of high school kids were out fucking hanging out at like a burger joint somewhere, and like he fucking ripped the hat off the kid's head, dumped a soda on him, and was like and making fun of him, and he walked out the door. Yeah. He got arrested, and he potentially up to 2 years in prison apparently.
Wow.
Well, it's San Antonio. So probably not the best choice.
Did he think he was in Austin? What the fuck?
Yeah, well, maybe he's from Austin and just visiting San Antonio. I don't know.
And I go, oh shit, I forgot where I was. I forgot it's hit one fucking foot outside of the fucking Austin area. And that shit's not gonna fly.
My guess is they're gonna try the big one that's like 2 years in prison and no less than 6, but probably get like a lesser sentence.
Yeah, they're gonna threaten him with that, and he's gonna plead guilty and plead down.
Do like maybe like 2 months of fucking jail and like a couple weeks of like community service or something like that.
I'd be surprised if they actually serve jail time.
Yeah, you're right. Like I'm in a couple months of probation. My bad. Like a couple months.
Yeah, deferred. Yeah, they'll have like a deferred sentence with probation. Yeah.
Like whatever, he'll get out with time served. Like they'll be like 2 weeks. You already did 2 weeks.
Unless they're considering it a hate crime, that would be something.
Oh, I wish they'd stop that shit. Honestly, man.
Yeah, I never really thought about it until you brought it up. But yeah, you're right. Like it's the crime.
Yeah.
Kind of all crimes in general are kind of hateful.
I mean, are you killing somebody? Is killing somebody because you just don't like them as a person better than because you don't like them as a race? I mean, really?
Yeah, there's some kind of it's still kind of there's some kind of prejudicial thing going on for the what I mean, the reason of the murder. If it happens to be because of like race or gender or something, that's different than I think they're an asshole.
I can understand
you know what I mean?
People being upset and finding it more repugnant. Like it's gross that the person killed that person because of the color and that's it. But I don't think it's a worse crime because it's the same crime. I think you do a disservice to the victims of murder when you consider this other murder like a hate crime and more dead and more like worse. You just it's a disservice to the justice for all the other people who like got murdered because like their fucking spouse wanted their money or some business deal went sour or like the fucking somebody doesn't understand how to get a divorce lawyer. Like that's usually what it is. Or like a gang shooting or whatever. Oh, Rotten Voice, I just can't find the time to watch this. I sleep to it. Oh, I'm glad you find him interesting, man. I'm fucking self-destructive. It's cool. Maybe I am today.
Yeah, I've worked through my issues a little, so I can actually kind of consider the possibility that we're not total shit.
Man, I hear my own voice and it makes me cringe so fucking hard still. And like I've been doing YouTube videos for a couple of years, like because we did a lot of Minecraft videos for a while. So I've edited a lot of fucking videos and had to listen to my fucking voice. And I'm like, every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh God, why does anybody put up with me?
Yeah, see, I don't like the sound of my own voice, but I don't like it doesn't bother me anymore. Pretty much everybody has that. I'm surprised you haven't gotten over it by now. Although again, it seems like you're still kind of holding on to some self-loathing that you should probably let go of, dude.
I think it makes me a better person.
It might. You might not be wrong. Damn, dude. God.
So like, yeah, two of the people I work with, two of the ladies I work with, they're like older ladies. Were like, oh, I really like when we do crossovers. It's so nice to talk to you. And I'm just like, well, thanks, yay, because I'm not like comfortable with like praise. I have no idea how to respond. I'm not like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. Like,
no. Oh, you're not comfortable being complimented.
Yeah, like I just don't know how to handle that. I'm just like, thank you.
I like talking. Like you disagree with it. You disagree with it. Like you still have that self-loathing thing where you're like, you guys obviously don't know me well enough, or something along those lines, and then you're just uncomfortable with it.
Yeah. Oh, it made me so uncomfortable.
Right.
But the fucking worst is as far as like loathing the own voice. Yeah, Rodden's like, I feel like everyone hates their own voice. I think that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
But the worst was I was doing VR chat karaoke, and somebody had their fucking, like, they weren't using headphones, so like every time you say something, it would echo through their fucking microphone.
All right.
So like you'd say something, and then like a split second later, you'd hear yourself saying it again through their headset. And so I couldn't do it. Because like I'd have to hear myself singing, and I'm like, that's a million times worse than hearing myself talk.
Wow.
If I thought listening to myself talk made me cringe, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, see, I don't like listening to myself sing, dude. I still haven't gotten
Sinatra singing along to "Fly Me to the Moon." That was not a happy moment.
Oh man, yeah, I still haven't gotten over that one. But in my defense, I'm pretty sure my singing is actually awful. So.
Well, the whole fun of VR chat is everybody sounds terrible.
Oh yeah,
like, it's just fucking. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
What else? What was it? Oh, damn it! I had another thought, but it left my head.
All right, but yeah, either way, I'm going to send you a video that'll give you some good advice on what you should do with all of that, dude. It's a sketch from Mad TV with Bob Newhart.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You've sent me that video before. Just fucking stop it.
Oh, have I? Yeah.
Just fucking don't. Stop it. Stop it. That shit was hilarious. I love that shit.
That was pretty. It's one of my favorites, dude.
Right. Oh, do you have any idea how much I fucking want to do that? Like where I work sometimes.
Right.
My life is so hard. I just can't stop doing that. Fucking stop. Just stop it.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's a little different. If they're really saying my life is so hard, that's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, quitting any fucking drug is a fucking.
No, I know. I'm just saying it would be satisfying to just be like, just fucking stop.
Right. Yeah. And
I'm not saying
that was my fucking dude. I mean, I ran before it happened to me, I ran across people that are obviously active in their addiction. I'm like, why don't they just stop?
Yeah,
just stop doing it. It's just that simple, right?
No, I had to quit smoking, man. I get it.
Well, you did it without. Brutal. Did you quit smoking without taking anything? Like
no, I took the lozenges, but I didn't take them anywhere near the amount of time you're supposed to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but you didn't take like Chantix or anything like that.
No, none of that. No, none of that. You're supposed to do like the 4 milligram like the 4 milligram lozenges.
Right.
16 weeks or something. But they were controlling my cravings within like 3 weeks. So after the 4th week, I just switched down to the 2 milligram ones. And then those were good for, I think on the 3rd week after that, I just quit. Because I was supposed to do another like 16 weeks.
No, gotcha.
But after the 3rd week, I just stopped because it was like, I didn't like the step down. And I was like, look, if I do it for 16 weeks and I'm just slowly cutting down the amount of pieces, all I'm doing is taking the physical problem of the addiction, the physical aspect of it, and dragging it out over a really long time.
Right.
I'd rather just feel like shit for 4 more weeks or 2 more weeks or 3 or whatever the amount of weeks it was. I don't remember anymore, but it wasn't that long, and just be done.
Yeah, I can do that, dude. Instead of dragging it out,
yeah, because I got over not smoking at all and doing just the 4 milligram lozenges, so like that was tough enough. And I figured by the time I was down to the 2 milligrams in like 5 weeks, I was just like, you know what, why don't I just fucking be done?
Right.
Like, I'd rather not
it's
make
probably a kind of a hassle dealing, still like taking that at the certain times each day. Like, it's almost easier to just be done with it.
And they're super expensive, and then like you start to feel like you might get dependent upon it, because then like it's super easy to be like, anytime you're stressed out or feeling uncomfortable, like
pop a lozenge.
Really nice right now.
Yeah, I can see that, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Although, I stopped taking my I stopped taking the Chantix for the most part, like a few days ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been done smoking for today will be pretty much right now is exactly 4 weeks since I quit smoking.
Dude, that's nice. 4 weeks is good, man.
Yeah, although it's weird, like within the last week, well, it shouldn't be that weird actually. I've essentially stopped taking the Chantix. But yeah, within the last week, I've had the strongest like cravings and shit, that I've had essentially since I quit. But yeah, it's just at this point, it's just like, again, it's not nearly as difficult to deal with as it was before I took the Chantix, before I quit. And just the fact I'm like, dude, I don't want to go through this shit again, dude. Like, I'm not gonna fucking smoke. I know I can't just have one cigarette. I can't just have one cigar.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I know for a fact that doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, my brother's the same way with the keto diet thing. He's like, I can't have a cheat day. He's like, if I do, I'm just not going to stop. I'm just going to go right back to what I was doing before.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, for me, I know I can absolutely do, like, 1 cheat day a month or something like that. But I'm not going to do it for, like, 6 months because you got to get fully adjusted. But regardless, yeah, it's tough, man. Like, that level of control, that is fucking hard.
Yeah.
The cigarettes, I couldn't do it. Like, I could not do just 1 cigarette. I would just go back to smoking.
Yeah, there's no way for me. I know, like, I might be able to do 1 cigarette and then not smoke one the rest of that day, but I'm going to smoke another one the next day, probably 3 or 4 the next day, and then probably 5 or 6.
It's so easy to fall down that slippery slope, dude, man.
It's less than a week. It's like 5 or 6 days. I'm back to smoking a pack a day, dude.
Yep, pack a day was where I was at when I was smoking. Man, sometimes a little more, but usually about a pack a day.
Yeah, mine was between a pack and a half. Yeah.
And it got so fucking expensive. Like, they're $8 a fucking pack right now in California.
Yeah, same here. Well, the American Spirits are about $9 a pack, actually. Yeah, Rotten they're $9.50.
Let me get a couple of their comments here. Rotten Voice was saying, some of the people I know keep telling me they want to stop doing drugs, but they just keep saying it. And show no signs of even trying to stop it. They just keep going down the rabbit hole. Yeah, like, they're not at that point yet where the negative outweighs the positive for them. Like, they'll get there eventually, maybe.
Yeah, if they're like, they haven't hit their rock bottom, as they would say, as we say in the industry.
Yeah, like, there's got to be a point at which that finally clicks for them that, like, it's just not worth the high.
Yeah, where the pain associated with using becomes greater than the benefit.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Cuban cigs are regular. He was saying he smoked American Spirits. I smoked Camel Lights and Marlboro Lights. And then any kind of light cigarette that was like on sale. If there was like a really cheap one, I'd get that because they're so fucking expensive in California.
Yeah, apparently not much cheaper here. I think the regular type cigarettes, I think, are about $7.5 here.
Well, when I was smoking, it was still around like $5 to $6 a pack. But still, a pack a day, you're spending like, $300 a month on cigarettes.
Yeah. When you actually figure it out, when you figure out exactly how much money you're wasting, it's like a fucking car payment, dude.
Oh no, it was about $150 to $200 a month. Yeah, because it was.
Wait, what was mine? Okay. Why can I figure that? Yeah, because I figure it was about a pack and a half a day, 7.5, so 34. Yeah, so if you're figuring $9, I'm going to just say $9 a pack. About a pack and a half is probably the average. That's about $450 a month, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's too fucking much.
Yeah, that's a fucking
Well, and then something else, if you're smart, you get the cartons. Like, whenever I get paid, I would just buy enough cigarettes that I'd have at least a pack a day, plus one pack for till my next paycheck.
Oh, right.
That'd be the first thing I'd buy. The second thing I'd buy would be gas. And then the third thing I would look at would be like food and paying bills.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you have your steak. Yeah, that's true. I guess I did most of the time. I did get them on the reservation, but even on the reservation, they're like over $7 a pack.
Well, I never even considered that, and I can fucking drive for like 45 minutes and be on a goddamn reservation.
Yeah, see, mine is only 10 miles up the freeway. Like the area between where I live and Phoenix is almost essentially all reservation.
But if you go out and buy like 3 or 4 cartons at a time, the price is worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for the 45-minute drive from me. Like if I were gonna do it, I'd be buying like 3 or 4 cartons of cigarettes at a shot. I wouldn't just go out and buy like one carton like a rational person. Just to make the amount of gas I'm spending.
Yeah, to make it worthwhile, whatever.
Oh, yeah, Claude was up to 2 packs before he switched to an e-cig. Yeah, I tried the e-cig thing. That never worked for me, man. I'm glad that.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's like you just have to feel the burn for some reason. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it didn't work for me.
The smell, the taste, the feel of the smoke, like that was all like I loved it. Yeah, Rotten Voice. The cigarettes are just not worth it. None of them are.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you still got that high that you get when you first start, and that would be one thing. But you don't. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Once you're smoking that much, you're literally like pretty much never experiencing that. Like, you might occasionally wait long enough in the morning to smoke where you might get a little buzz, but it's nothing like that fucking crack high that you get when you very first start smoking.
Oh yeah, I smoked clove cigarettes to start with, and for a little while, the very first thing I smoked was cigars actually, and I would just like pull the smoke into my mouth, roll it around in my mouth, and blow it out. So I never really got that much of the nicotine enough to really get a buzz.
All right,
and I started smoking clove cigarettes the same way, and I was working at Safeway at the time. Like I was working fucking 80 hours a week at this point. And so I'm sitting out there I actually started inhaling it because I'm just like, I think I'd seen somebody on TV do it, so I was fucking copying him. And like 18 and a half, 19 years old, that's like how you learn how to smoke cigarettes. You're like, oh, you got to inhale the smoke? Oh, that's so weird. Okay. That's how fucking
awesome.
Not clear on the concept I was. And I was just like, whoa, I got a fucking head rush and a fucking a little dizzy for a minute. And I'm like, I feel pretty good. I'm going to keep doing that.
Oh, damn. It's funny that you were doing it up to that point then, dude. Like, if you weren't getting that fucking rush, like, why the hell are you smoking, dude?
Oh, it just always made me feel better, like calm down.
Yeah, I guess, because your mouth can absorb. Like, because the medication I take, it dissolves under my tongue and absorbs through there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, your mouth and everything can absorb shit directly. Yeah, for sure.
Or do I still have the oral fixation from Rotten Voice? Nah, I don't think so. Like, I think for a little while I was like, just eating like Altoids mints. I missed the kind of burny mint feeling in my mouth, but then like I wasn't getting anything out of it other than just like the mint flavor, which isn't a terrible thing. But yeah, wasn't too bad. Oh, so when Quad switched to the e-cig, you only bummed a cigarette a week or so. That's not too bad, man. For the first month, and after that he was done, or like just slowly,
Yeah, see, I could go for a little bit on them, but it would never last. If it works like that, yeah, fuck yeah, more power to you. But it just did not work that way with me, dude. It would be like, okay, it might last like a day or two, but eventually I had to go back to the regular cigarettes.
Yeah, my boss has like a really crazy fucking vape that just huge clouds of vapor. But yeah, she just sucks on that thing all the goddamn time. Like I guarantee she's getting more nicotine than when she smoked by a lot. But whatever, crazy. Man. I mean, she seems to dig it, and that's not my lungs, so I don't really care. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, nobody should do it.
Yeah, if you're still getting any pleasure out, it's not fucking with you at all. Do it. It's your body, man.
Well, the same with
I just knew I had to fucking quit. I had too much shit going against me. I'm like, dude, I'm too old and too fat. You know,
fucking money was the part really that did it for me. Like a little bit was like,
I want
to lower my blood pressure because my blood pressure was just starting to get high. Although I remember it shot up through the roof after I quit smoking because the smoking was controlling my anxiety. But,
okay.
Yeah, I didn't need medication until after I quit smoking. Then I needed it for blood pressure. But now I think that was probably just sugar and wheat products. You know, all the grain products were doing that to me because as soon as I got off of that shit, fucking my blood pressure drops. I feel 100 times better, way more energy. Like, and I'm still way out of fucking shape.
Yeah, see, I haven't noticed. Well, I've definitely noticed a difference, dude. Although the thing I was surprised at, which I thought was due to smoking, which I guess it turns out it's not, was like my nose and shit being stuffed up all the time. And I guess it has to be allergies because it's not gone away, even a month into it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end up starting to take Benadryl or something.
I just like, it's not too bad for me.
Yeah, it's definitely not as bad as it was before I quit smoking. So there's definitely still a difference. I just expected to have two clear nostrils all the time when I quit smoking. You know what I mean? And that has not been the case.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I may have had unrealistic expectations of what was going to happen there.
Well, you know what? Okay, so there's two interesting things, similar, sort of like that. Like, I used to get a lot of post-nasal drip, and then now that I don't have anything with sugar in it or anything with grain products, I don't really have that anymore. It's where you gotta like hawk up fucking loogies all the time. Like, I haven't had to do that really, like, much at all, compared like it used to be like a constant fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then, my nose is a little clear. Like I don't have as much. I can breathe through my nose a little easier. And then, kind of just a funny thing I think is not really good or bad. You brush your teeth in the morning, and then by the time you gotta brush them at night, do you feel kind of like a little scuzzy feeling on your teeth?
All right.
Not at all. Because I'm not eating any sugar to fucking make that.
Right.
So it just doesn't build up on my teeth. Like I'm gonna still brush them again, but like you don't get that scuzzy mouthfeel at all. Like your teeth are they feel like smooth all the time.
Right. I'm getting a bunch of shit kind of just stuck to them. All this nasty sugar and shit.
Yeah, the sugar feeds the plaque really, really well. But when you don't have any of the sugar, the plaque just doesn't build up at all. I just noticed that the other day. I was like, that's fucking funny. Like, I would not have expected that as I don't know if that's really that much of a benefit or anything.
You know what's kind of funny is one of the things I kind of missed was the being resigned to the fact that your fucking breath stinks as a smoker.
Oh, yeah.
And just accepting it to now having to worry about whether or not my breath stinks. You know what I'm saying? Like before I just accepted the fact that, hey, I smoke, so my breath is going to stink. But now I have to actually be concerned. I'm like, oh, shit, what if my breath just naturally stinks and there's nothing I can do about it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I guess that's a weird thing to to worry about, but I don't know. I do it anyway.
Also like the nicotine stains on your teeth. Some people get really upset that their teeth aren't pearly white anymore.
I don't give a shit about that.
But you get that from coffee and shit too. So I mean, a lot of people's teeth aren't white.
Yeah. I was never like vain like that, I guess, but I don't want to bother people with bad breath. I'd rather not.
Oh goddamn, dude! Rotten voice in the comments. Sometimes I lose faith in humanity and I take the rope from my basement and give a good hour and a half about it. It's if it's worth living with all the self-hatred and the hours of sleep deprivation. Well, we like having an audience, man. So
we can't afford to have you to off yourself, so that should be enough reason for you.
That'd be a terrible reason to live.
Right. I got to stick around for these poor fuckers. Their audience is going to go down 20% if I don't.
Yeah, sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation is fucking awful, though. I will definitely say, like, I'm going through I was going through like a year of just terrible insomnia in my 20s.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's amazing. It's amazing how badly that impacts your mood, man.
You're like a fucking zombie.
Well, you're just depressed too. I mean, like, if you're not getting enough sleep, man, that can really feed on your fucking depression and shit too.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
I remember plenty of times where I felt like incredibly depressed, like, just fucking god awful, and just gotten a good night's sleep and woke up feeling fine.
Well, and then sometimes you'll lose time. Like, I don't know if you've ever gotten to that point of sleep deprivation. Mm-hmm. But like, I'd get to like the point where I'd go into fucking like micro sleeps or just lose time where, I'd get in my car at my house, turn the key, and then the next thing I know, I'm at work turning my car off.
Wow.
Get out of my car, and I have no memory at all of the fucking.
Wow. So you're just on autopilot for that? Man, not that long, dude. No, but. I definitely had that happen.
Like 15-minute drive to work at the time.
No, I would do that for like maybe 30 seconds at a time or something like that.
I've never had sleeps where you just nod off for a couple of seconds. Yeah. Losing time was the scariest part of it when I was like doing that.
Yeah, fucking hey. Yeah, that would fucking terrify me, dude. If I knew, if I was like, I'm at work and I don't remember how I got here. Yeah. No, I don't remember the trip here, I guess.
In my 20s, I found it fucking hilarious. I look back on it now, and it's terrifying.
Right. It's like, hey, that's pretty crazy.
In my early 20s, I was like, that's fucking awesome. Well, you have to, like, remember the drive, man. How awesome is that?
I just time traveled. That's fucking great.
Yeah, and the people I work with are like, dude, that's really not good.
Right.
It's really fucking dangerous. I'm like, not for me. I won't remember it.
Yeah, look, I'm got here. What's the problem?
Yeah, everything's cool. Somebody else might have I might have driven people off the road, hit bicyclists. Who knows?
All right.
Oi, Sicko.
Psycho, goddammit.
Psycho. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting it's Psycho and not Sicko. Yeah, those are two drastically different. I should probably remember that. Drastically different implications. So Engelhart said 10. But it's 10:10, so I don't know. Any minute now, he's going to text me and let me know he's here.
Yeah, that's Engelhart time, dude. Hard time, man. He'll be here by 10. I'm going to say 25 is when he'll be here, dude.
Oh, always Sicko. I think he's upset about the always Sicko thing. Yay! That's how you ingratiate yourself with fans.
Keep mispronouncing and keep insisting on mispronouncing their name. They love it.
I would never sure outside the bathroom or bedroom. Okay. Oh man. Oh, god damn it, brain. Oh, dance time. Engelhart runs on dance time. Dance time is always 15-20 minutes late.
All right.
So if you're going to like a dance lesson somewhere like salsa or tango or ballroom or whatever, the teachers always start like 15 minutes after the scheduled time because people are just constantly late. Like there's always going to be stragglers.
I got you.
Dance time is always 15 minutes late. That was a joke that was like everybody like kind of knew.
That's crazy. That's funny. Like that's so. Is it pretty much all the dancers are like that, or it's just a good percentage of them that are always late?
Oh, Rotten Voice said you've had to live off of ramen too, dude. Yeah, fucking. I've been living off of ramen. I lived off ramen for like 3 months. Once, where that was the only thing I could fucking eat. That was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I mentioned it here. I had it wasn't ramen, but it was basically this really cheap pizza buffet place. It was like $3, all you can eat pizza, and the pizza it wasn't bad. It was definitely edible. But yeah, we'd literally go there. Wouldn't even buy a soda or anything because that was an extra $1 I couldn't afford, and literally just like wait till we were as hungry as we could possibly be, and then gorge ourselves, and that would be our one meal for the day.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, you got to do what you got to do to get by, though.
Yeah.
As much as it
sucks, I loved it, man. It was one of the first times I was actually living on my own, too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was part of the issue. Was like my friend of mine was like, "Yeah, come on, move in with me. I don't care if you don't have a job." I'm like, "Okay," but I didn't have any money. Like I think I had like a credit card with like $100 on it, like a really like a low balance card, and that's what I was using.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been there.
But,
yeah. Where you're like, you're staying, you barely have enough for rent, or you don't pay rent because you have no money, you have no job, or any of that kind of shit. Yeah, you gotta like do all sorts of whatever crazy shit you have to do. You got to do to make money to fucking eat. Sometimes that's just not enough.
Yeah. Although, yeah, I remember once I got a job and like cashed that first check, and I was able to go buy groceries. Yeah, it's really amazing how satisfying that can be when you've been doing nothing but like just scraping by for a month or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, when I got that second job, so like what happened was I took a job that you could work up to like 60 to 80 hours a week if you, or no, 60 to 70 hours a week if you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't great pay if you worked just 40 hours a week, but yeah, if you stayed a couple hours extra every day, you made really good money.
Right.
So suddenly they went and cut my hours to like 40 a week and sometimes 32. And I'm paying rent, and like all the utilities suddenly got more expensive because it's right after 9/11 when all the fucking PG&E bills went way up.
All right.
So my paycheck got cut, and all my expenses went up at the same time. So I had to get a second job to work like 80 hours a week in order to afford like real food. But let me tell you, man, the fucking first check where I had both checks from both jobs, and I was like, oh, now I can afford to buy like real food
and besides ramen.
I was so goddamn happy.
Yeah. Once you struggle like that, man, you kind of don't take that shit for granted anymore.
Yeah. It was a glorious day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, post 9/11 was shit for becoming an adult. Yeah, because like that was when our economy started to really fucking take the biggest nosedive, especially in California.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I remember that, and for whatever reason, it seemed like anytime there was a recession on, I was making more money than I had ever made before. It was really bizarre. Like somehow I happened to be in these situations.
Like, you just managed to find that market that made them more money.
Yeah, well, first it was like Verizon selling, wireless phones and service and shit. And that was just now that I look back on it, it was just essentially they got way more popular from the time I started there. When I first started selling cell phones, it was back in times when it was like viewed as like a luxury item. Like, I'm not that important. You know what I mean? It was back in
there's a recession, but all the rich people just keep getting richer during recessions anyway. So
yeah, but it was right when that was changing. It was right when it was changing over to where everybody was, more and more people were starting to get them because they're getting more affordable. So I think that was a big part of it. Is there was just much bigger market coming into it, despite the recession. I was in an industry or a market that was growing because, again, the wireless service was getting affordable for the average person.
Yeah, and having a wireless phone would give you a better chance of getting that job. Because you might get that call when you're out, like, fucking with your kids or whatever, dude. Like, you don't have to...
Yeah, you're not going to miss
out
the
on
call.
a job because you were at home and your wife was talking to the friend or something like that. Like, you could fucking...
Yeah.
Get that call when, as soon as they had the job available, you could be there and ready to go and beat the other people out.
Yeah, yeah.
So
and again, just the factor, also the factor of it just being that much cheaper than it used to be. Because again, wireless service before like 2000, 2001 was incredible. It was like several $100s a month if you were using it with any regularity.
Here's a fucking crazy bit. When I was working at like 21, that would have been, I was working in a field that was making that less expensive. Because I was working making microwave circulators and isolators, which were way cheaper and protected the amps that were in cell phone towers so that they didn't have to keep replacing the amps for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I was part of making that less expensive at the time, which is ironic because you would think that would have made that business grow too, but nah, dude, they got fucked.
That is pretty fucked up.
Well, what happened was the cell phone companies started sending out the units to other countries to see if they could copy what we were doing for even less.
So to fucking fuck with the copyright. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because then they, Verizon or Motorola or any of those companies, they don't give a shit about American laws. Fuck American laws, right? They can just do whatever the fuck they want because they're big corporations. So they would just take the products that they bought from us and give them over to people in like the UK or in China or whatever and try to get people to make them. But they couldn't.
To fucking reverse engineer it. Yeah.
Oh, Psycho talking about having a ticket.
The thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say Psycho talking about being 16 and having a $500 ticket. That's fucking awful. But yeah, they would reverse engineer that shit and try to make it, but they couldn't. Like, nobody could figure it out. But they produced products that sort of worked, but were nowhere near as good a quality. But they were like half the price, so these companies just bought a bunch of those anyway.
Yeah. So overall, it was still more cost effective to buy the shitty units. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but they fucking tried to get my boss basically, like, he had a patent on that product. Like, nobody else can do what he did.
Right.
Because he created it and stuff. And fucking, they tried to get him to take a bunch of the fucking knockoff products that other people had made and fix them.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
They were like, how much would it cost for you to fix these? Hoping that they would still come out ahead.
Fuck that.
To say, at no point did we fix them.
I was going to say, I would charge twice what I was charging for my product.
I would just be like, good luck, because the other companies are going to like have a lot better deals, a lot better equipment than you. You're going to go out of business now.
Right.
Like, fuck off.
So yeah, I would have been like, okay, all right, I'll fix it, but you're going to pay literally twice what it costs if you would have just bought the product from me. So just fucking buy the product from me, fucking cheap bastards. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, man. Although that is kind of the thing I was talking about with the whole how we subsidize shipping, like for people, companies in China. Shipping here, we actually seriously subsidize their cost of their shipping, where it's actually cheaper for them to ship shit from China to here than it is for people in America to ship stuff to other places in America.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I still can't fucking believe that, dude. That blows my fucking mind.
Stop doing like that's just fucks over American companies. Like, it just sends work that should be being done over here. And, business that should be making people money over here and improving our economy and making people's lives better. And
but it was exactly
across the ocean to like places where essentially they have slave labor.
Yeah. But it was exactly pretty much exactly what you were describing, except they were successful doing it. Because his was just like he had invented this like untippable coffee mug or whatever, or thermos type thing. But they actually managed to not only duplicate it, but because again they have the slave labor, they could produce it cheaper, and because the shipping, because the U.S. Subsidized the shipping so much, they could actually not only produce it cheaper, but also ship it cheaper. So something that he would have to charge at least $20 for overall, they were selling for like $5. And he had the patent on the fucking thing, dude. And they were blatantly fucking just ripping off the patent.
Absolutely, dude. It's ridiculous. That's the shit that I'm glad to see, like tariffs and other trade deals being backed out of, like making a difference in that, like that kind of stuff, especially. Even Hearth just texted, so I have to go. I have to go let that dude in.
Very well. Yeah.
So, so are you ready? Can I?
Yeah. What the fuck? I just ramble. I'm not really ever prepared, so just go.
All right. I'll be back in just a minute, then, man.
Yeah. All right. So essentially, as I'm doing the podcast thingy here, I'm playing my little fucking game. I'm hunting creatures and shit like that. But yeah, I haven't really talked about it much lately. But yeah, essentially, it's I don't know if any of you guys have played Clash of Clans, but it's essentially a ripoff of that with a Game of Thrones license. From what I understand, I never played Clash of Clans, but from what I understand, is it's a pretty blatant ripoff of that. And so essentially, like a bunch of the higher level players in the kingdom that I'm in, like banded together and have just been acting like cocksuckers the whole time. And that's basically what I've been kind of dealing with. And yeah, earlier, I don't know how many of you were here at the time, but literally, one of their fucking clan members referred to the leader of our clan as a lesbian whore, because they take it that fucking seriously. Like they get that fucking angry about it, which I normally find hilarious, but that really fucking pissed me off. So yeah. Anyways, trying to think what else we were talking about. Or I had to talk about. Oh shit, we have the one thing that we're waiting for Hearth to talk about, which was fucking hilarious. So I'm going to allude to that without giving you any information about it whatsoever. That's the kind of fucking teaser role I like to play. God damn it! What else? Does anybody care that France beat Croatia for the I almost said Stanley Cup, for the World Cup? Did anybody watch that shit? I'm kind of curious about that. Oh, you back?
Very un-American of you.
We are back.
I think that's very American of me, actually, to not give a shit. I don't know if it gets any more American than not giving a shit about the World Cup.
Yeah.
You got to get with it, man. You got to get with watching all the international sports now.
Is that the way we're heading?
With that whole thing, I wanted to comment on this real quick. Psych was saying charge 75% because you don't have the material cost and you can make a bunch of money fixing the garbage from the other country. Like I would never have thought of that. So, like I have no idea how to run a business, so I'll be the first to admit that.
It's a 10% markup, keeps the doors open.
Well, we were talking about. I used to work for a company that made equipment for cell phone towers, and they sent it to other countries to get it reverse engineered, but the other countries did a shit job.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. So they tried to make a deal with the guy that ran my company to send it to him and have him fix it.
Yeah.
So it was like, no.
To fix the shitty knockoff product.
Yeah. But apparently he would have made a lot more money because he was an engineer. He wasn't a business guy. He just invented a product that nobody had done so far, and he had a patent on it and all that stuff. So he's making money hand over fist. But like they're saying, if you just fix the garbage for like 75% of the cost, you save a lot in materials and you make a lot more profit. I'm like, well, I didn't know that. That's good to remember.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying, like, he should just charge double what he's selling his for. or, well, I guess saying that just so they wouldn't do it. But yeah, you offer fucking to do it for a certain amount, they're actually just going to actually take it. That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it actually makes sense for you to do it, even though it's still shitty that they're using
you got to take
your
the emotional
patent
part
and
of it
your
out and
work.
just look at the money part, I think, is what the deal is.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, even if you didn't take the work, they're still going to keep going other places. So might as well make as much money off of it as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been saving this story for Engelhardt. And I think you were gonna appreciate this.
I teased it a little bit too while you were gone, dude.
Oh, good.
Ruh-roh.
So I didn't know this was a thing apparently, but this is the summer pussy pop raffle for a cam girl named Claire Kitty. And apparently, if you pay 100 tokens, I don't know what the 100 tokens is in real money value, but it does have a money value. You get a chance for 2 otter pops in the flavor of your choice, infused with her, and I'm going to assume this is just her opinion, sweet pussy juices.
So it tastes like fish.
So it tastes like pussy otter pop.
So
I don't know.
you have to call it a pussy pop because it is a better marketing slogan than gnarly fish pop. You know, it's like it doesn't work as well.
Oh man, I have salmon jerky in the fridge outside. I wonder if it's similar. Like if I froze the salmon jerky and just lick that, would that be the same? It's just pussy pop.
You gotta make it a little more sour.
Maybe just rub a blueberry on it for a second, just give it a little blue, berry flavor, like the popsicle.
No, I was thinking more like cranberry.
Or like a cranberry.
Yeah, you gotta make it a little tart. A little bit of.
We always gotta worry about the UTIs, and cranberries are good for that. You don't want to have that cottage cheese accidentally mixed in with your pussy pop.
You didn't just roast it. You burnt it to the fucking ground, man. Jesus.
I'm just wondering, how is that? Like, how do you, number one, how do you ship that? Number two,
why?
That's fucking gross.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, man. That's fucking weird. There was a fucking cam girl. She's also like a stoner YouTuber. Like, she does weed videos on YouTube, but she's a cam girl for most of her money.
Yeah.
Because it turns out smoking weed on YouTube isn't a good way to make money. But she was raffling off the date. So you would get to go out on a date with her to like a fucking amusement park.
I want to ride the big ride.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, who that wins that contest isn't going to be like expecting at the very least like a reluctant hand job at the end of the day. Right. You know, like anybody who enters that contest is going to be like, I finally get a chance to fuck her. Like, that would be the scariest shit in the world.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like, I mean, because she's got a ton of fans. I can understand, like, having a dinner with, like, 2 or 3 fans so that nobody feels like that's their moment to shine.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of celebrities do that shit. Like, they'll auction it off for, like, charities or something like that, and they'll go have, like, a dinner with somebody.
Yeah.
But this one was literally, like, spend a day with her, and I'm like, that's crazy. And then I realized, oh, yeah, she's probably fucking high all the time. And that's why she thought that was a great plan. She's fucking smoking all the time.
It's always a low fog when she's around.
Yeah. Metal Man, I want to ride the ride that takes me home and away from that particular nightmare.
Not walking into that dumpster.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is Psycho. This is Engelhardt. He's been part of the show from the beginning.
Yeah.
But then, as of late, has been out doing a whole lot of other stuff like that actually matters.
Yeah, having a life. I'm with that.
Having a life.
It's definitely been hard to come back, and I mean, for one, like come back full time, but for one, also you guys do a show or a podcast on Thursday afternoons while I'm at work.
Yeah.
So that kind of puts a damper on things for starters.
Well, that's what we can cover all the weird political stuff that like isn't as fun for you. You know what I mean?
It's more along the lines of I heard so much of it with you and Mike way back when that I just consider it with fighting now.
Right. Like has a negative connotation of like it's almost like
the minute we start talking about
somebody's
politics,
parents fought all the time.
It just because so much of that ended with like you and Mike just like shouting at each other.
Dude, go back and listen. I was not nearly as pissed off as you think.
No, but it was just a downward spiral.
But Mike sure was.
I found it entertaining. I'm a little different, I guess.
Well, you're also an asshole.
Well, yeah. That's not news, is it? I mean,
no, it's fact.
I mean, one of my favorite things to do on Sea of Thieves is like sink ships and like listen to people fucking get real salty and cry about it.
Sink ships on the open ocean, get all salty.
They get all salty. Yeah. No, people get super mad about a game where that's part of the game.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to sink other people's boats and steal their shit. And it's called Sea of Thieves.
No, it's the Sea of Peace.
Yeah, but that's not what they didn't call it. Sea of Friends.
That's Pirates Need Friends too, man.
It's not Sea of Pussy Pops.
No one needs that kind of sweet pussy juice. No one. I don't think that.
So disturbing.
Oh, Skittles, do you not have to traverse the YouTube anymore or a different handle? I don't watch as many of those live streams as I used to, Psycho, because I just kind of got, I don't know, man. Like the skeptic anti-SJW stuff just kind of got too much for me, man. Like people just got too much like what they were fighting.
Yeah, their behavior and shit became very similar to the people they were fighting against.
And it just got.
They definitely got
take so much
their own ass.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I think the sound cut out on Daytois.
Oh, did it cut out on you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying. I also there's only so much negativity a person can take. Like a lot of times, the dump. I work different set of hours. So I don't have I'm not here when the dump is going. So that's an issue.
Yeah, I know Narchive's still good. I still like his shit.
Yeah, no, I should watch the dump more, but yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
What nights is the dump again? I'm pretty sure my schedule changed and it was an unfortunate thing.
Is it a specific time? I've never noticed, to be honest with you. I just get the alerts and watch it if I can.
Yeah, the other thing is,
I love the MXC ones because I fucking love that show. You know what I'm talking about? I forget what MXC stands for, but it was some show from like Japan where they're running through an obstacle course, but they're dubbing it over with like in English. You know, they're making up.
What is that show?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it's called MXC. It's like Most Extreme Challenge. MXC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Monday.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious because they even have names like the guy. It's a fucking obviously Japanese guy, and one of them was named like Kenny Blankenship. Like, you know, it's just stupid shit like that. For some reason, I just fucking love that show. But yeah, whenever that's on, I fucking watch it because I still fucking, no matter how many times you see somebody bite it on the little fucking rolling log things, dude, it's still fucking hilarious every goddamn time, dude.
Most extreme competition, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, most extreme competition, right? Yeah, something like that, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's essentially, it's kind of funny. It's just the things that they make up because it's supposed to be essentially two teams against each other. They'll make up who they're supposed to be going against. It wasn't quite as good as that show Versus with Greg Proops, where you had the soccer moms versus dominatrixes, but still pretty good.
Well, Greg Proops is funny as fuck. Like that dude's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he really is. He's not nearly as popular as he should be.
Mike.
Everybody say hi to Funny Mike in the chat.
Mike.
Wait. For Englehearth, can we fight about something or something? I don't know.
Oh, just like old times.
We wouldn't want him to be disappointed. So, wait, anything hot topic?
Any primed and ready?
Any good topics primed and ready? Guy Ledouche.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. What was it? Let's see here.
Is he in the chat? I missed.
Yeah,
I
he's in the
missed
chat.
it. Sorry.
He was in the chat.
Okay.
Bubba Ganoush.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. This one was fucking funny. This is not political, but it was hilarious to me. The fat Jew created a GoFundMe for Kylie Jenner because she's not at $1 billion yet. She's only at 900 million.
Oh darn!
Some people actually, 129 people in 4 days raised $1,800, which is sad that anybody donated any money.
Wait, they actually donated money into this?
Yeah, there's people that actually donated money to like.
There's people that thick that someone who has $900 million isn't gonna at some point hit $1 billion.
Yeah, and so I don't know if anybody knows, but the fat Jew is he's got a whole internet business thing going where it's all comedy based.
Yeah.
Like he does a lot of memes and like it's amazing. Apparently, you can make a good amount of money just fucking making memes.
Yeah.
Like picture memes and stuff and selling them to fucking websites and shit. I'm not sure how it works, but that's like what that guy does or what he's known for.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he used to just do aggregator bullshit, and I think he got in trouble for that, right?
Well, because he would slap his fucking watermark on other people's work all the time.
Yeah,
that was a big fucking thing.
Oh, so it's
like Sofo Antonio and him do that bullshit. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, he's well known. It's like he's a well known comedic presence on the net.
Right.
But I thought that was pretty fucking funny that they actually had.
Poor Kylie Jenner. Poor Kylie Jenner is stuck at 900 million. Let's get her up to the even billion.
Get her to the billion mark, yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
I thought it was great.
So were the people doing it like ironically, or were they really like, oh no, yeah, we definitely need to get her there?
Well, there's no way to know about the donations, but the fat Jew obviously was doing it ironically.
Oh yeah,
someone actually like
No, I get that. Yeah, she's like, dude, I don't think the fat Jew really felt sorry for the 900 million lady.
I don't know if he feels sorry for anybody. I'm pretty sure he just like doesn't feel.
All right.
Women's like Matt swears by Mac. What is Mac?
Mac and cheese, man.
Is that like Kylie Jenner's makeup stuff? Because she does makeup, I guess. Let's all be really quiet and wait for the guy in chat to answer me.
Yeah, wait for the person who can talk.
Yeah, make sure take your
I
time.
still think mac and cheese because I'm hungry. So.
Oh yeah, I can't have mac and cheese, man.
Oh, it's so good with bacon.
Or is he referring to Mac instead of PC?
Nice. Well, Mac, yeah. All right, Mac makeup, yeah.
Just so you know, because I don't think you were here for Thursday, but
no, I wasn't because I can't.
So I had like blood work and like a blood pressure test, just like a standard. I get them every like 3 months.
Yeah.
Just in from Sunday to Thursday, doing the
keto diet,
the keto thing. My blood pressure dropped 15 points.
Oh boy!
And my blood sugar dropped a good it went from like 115 to like 89.
Nice.
So like that's the keto shit is real. That shit is real. I was amazed because I got past that keto flu part where I just feel like exhausted and pissed off at everything.
Oh, okay.
And like I'm feeling like pretty darn good. Like my back doesn't hurt as much.
Awesome.
Like I can actually like just go shopping for the whole day and walk around all the stores, and I don't like
be on the dance floor in no time. But
I have to fucking I'd have to use a cart in all the stores because I needed something to lean on to keep me from because the back pain was so intense.
Yeah. So you need a little rascal to scoot
No, not a rascal scooter, just something to lean on, or my back pain would get so bad that I'd have to fucking leave and go home.
Okay.
And then fucking I'd get back after if I went to more than one or two stores a day, I'd have to get back and just lay down for an hour for my back to feel better. And now I'm like, it's fine.
There you have it. Keto diet is the way to go, man.
Fucking epic.
If you want to shave off stuff and feel better.
Your whammons, yeah, that's why I'm getting healthy, just to stick it in the whammons. I'm just gonna be like, As soon as I'm finally in shape, it's gonna be nothing but fucking those really short hot pants fucking shorts with the fucking where you can see every last bit of my like dick and balls like impressed on the front of it.
So see, that's
a really nice fedora.
No,
wife beater to show off my muscle, my guns.
Yes. It's gonna be hot and cold running poon at Stabby's house.
But like
Mopachi.
It's California, so like tie-dye wife beater.
Oh god. See, and then that's where my diet starts because I will not be able to stop vomiting.
Yeah, my getting good health will just be his bulimia.
Yeah.
His bulimia.
I will shed so much. It's just I couldn't hold anything down. I shouldn't make fun of those kind of diseases. That's terrible.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. But if I could be funny dancing again, that would be fucking epic.
That's true. That would be cool.
And one day, and soon I'll have my tricycle. I can go riding my tricycle and getting a lot of work, getting some good exercise in, some low impact to start.
Fucking tricycle.
Oh man, it's great, dude. It's gonna have a little basket between the back wheels, so I can like take it and pick things up if I want. And go to the shopper, go to the store, and it has like a real chair, like with a backrest and everything. So I don't have to worry that like when I sit down on the tricycle, the seat ain't coming out.
It's like when you sit in the chair that's too small and then you get up and it's like sticking to you and you're like, oh, hey, come on, get out of there. It's like the entire bike just
raises I did that in fucking school at one point at the Santa Rosa Junior College.
Yeah.
Fucking all the speech classes, all their desks were like from some junior high somewhere.
Nee.
Because like like those desks where it's like a chair and the desk part and it's connected and you lift the desk and there's like a little box under it.
Yeah.
They were all like that in all their speech department areas. So I went in and like they were like half the size of any of the other desks in the school. And this is a college. So none of the people there were not adults. And I wasn't the only one to get stuck in one of those fucking chairs.
Hand-me-downs are a bitch, man.
I like, well, like I tried to get out, but the chair came with me, so I just kept with it. Because at that point, you don't get the seat off; you just take it to the front with you.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking. Why not? Everybody saw that shit. You ain't fooling anyone out.
Just walk up with the desk on, just sit down at your desk, facing everybody, and then give your speech.
One of my speeches was why I love weed, because I'm pretty sure that contributed to my fucking conception.
Oh, how romantic.
Fucking awesome.
The whole class is just sitting there. It's like,
what is
just in a horror.
Wait, how long was that presentation, dude?
Like
on that subject. God damn, that's fucking
speech.
Brilliant.
5-minute speech on how weed is awesome and the possible cause of your conception.
Yeah.
Without weed, I wouldn't be here. Let me tell you in detail how that works.
Yeah, it was
fucking
101. And so they didn't give you a topic. You just had to come up with your own topics and then deliver speeches. Like they gave you like a genre, like a speech about something that's personal, a speech about something you want to like encourage other people to do. The weed one.
Yeah, you encourage them to do weed. And now you have it. Your promised land has been achieved. We are there.
Oh yeah.
You want to encourage people to get stoned and knock people up?
Do you want to increase the population slowly?
Yeah. Well, and increase the population without people realizing it.
Oh, whoopsie.
Yeah, because they're all high.
Do you want the gift nobody wants?
I'm pretty sure we had a baby like 4 years ago. I don't know what happened.
That's bad because I'm an accent, so it's like that's not a good thing to say.
I wonder if like how do you respond if some kid thinks you're his parent?
Oh shit!
Oh damn!
Oh shit! Kid, I was worried you knew something I didn't for a minute.
Fucking shit that goes on inside your head, Stabby. God damn.
Like if some kid walks up and mistakes you for their parent because you're like, they see you from behind and they're like, oh, that's just a fat ass that's probably like every other fat ass in the crowd, you know, like so it matches his dad's butt. And he's like, Daddy, you're like, oh God, I hope not.
I really hope not. That's not gonna.
I hope this isn't that moment.
Yeah.
It's
like, I swear.
I remember doing that, being on the other side as a kid, walking up and holding my mom's hand, like in a store, and then looking up and realizing it is not my mom whose hand I'm holding.
Oh no!
Yeah, like when I'm like 4 or 5 years old, like which I guess was weird. I assume she had kids somewhere in the store because she didn't like, you know what I mean? Like it took a good 30 seconds for both of us to realize that. First of all, that hey, that's not my mom, and for her, like, hey, that's not my kid.
Like, wait, you're not mine. What's going on here?
That's hilarious. She's just so used to kids running up and grabbing her hand because she probably had them. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's fucking epic.
Yeah. Pretty wacky.
Oh, some advice from Psycho in the chat: always donkey punch a chick before you break up. Solid, man.
Make sure it's you got to make sure it's memorable, man.
Yeah, it's like because when you're the one that's getting talked about on this big douchebag that she wants, it's like she'll always remember. It's like, yeah, when we broke up, you fucking donkey punched me. I don't understand what happened. Yeah, talk was over, and he just went turning to me and
never forget me, babe.
Just accidentally go on the other end.
I don't think that's I could be wrong though. With the lack of donkey punching people, I might not.
You've never done it yet.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of experience donkey punching.
That's not.
So.
I've got no interest in anal. I've never been interested in doing anal. No idea why people think it's such a big thing.
I don't believe anybody actually ever. Oh, there probably are people that would do some fucking donkey punch people, but it's more theoretical.
Oh no, Engelhardt is about to go real dirty here. Don't stop.
I can't do it. I can't even finish the sentence. I can't finish it without laughing. I have to it's just like, and then now the moment's gone because it's too good. It's like I heard
you say something about dump.
No, it wasn't dump. It was probably a friend of mine and told it to me, and it's the funniest line I've probably ever heard. And it's tongue punching your mom's fart box.
Oh,
it's so perfect.
Man. Oh, like licking asshole.
Yeah,
like jobs and shit.
It's eating ass.
Oh man,
it's so good.
I remember where I heard that, dude. Because I've definitely heard that before.
Yeah.
I think Patton Oswalt was the first one I heard something say that, dude. But I don't think he invented it.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, those kind of things like. Some things are just so good that they sort of come from everywhere at once.
Right. Yeah,
also,
just everywhere. Suddenly, it's the collective unconscious.
Yeah, exactly. Collective unconscious, for sure.
Yeah, why not?
Who's collectively unconscious?
Collectively. Oh, William Sentever. Hey, what's up, man? William's in the chat.
Hey, been around in a while.
Today.
Come to think of it, where the hell has Zaccanaro been, dude?
Yeah, wait, what?
I think his schedule changed, and now we're on like when he's like sleeping or working most of the time.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Or the authorities finally caught up with him. One of the two.
That's also entirely possible.
Like, that's how one loses a fan base. They get arrested.
Hell yeah.
Get locked away. Slowly lose people, and we gotta just create as much as we lose. Gotta keep that number. Gotta keep ourselves in the black.
You know, if I'm being honest, I want fans that are like you know what? I just realized I should probably enter that raffle.
Oh, because go for it, dude.
So we can try it for the
get yourself 100 tokens.
Show.
So we
try it. Yeah.
Oh God.
That should be the first episode, so you can really set the tone for the series, dude.
I don't know if I want to do that, man. The things you're gonna have me eat next week, this coming week, anyways. We're gonna do a huge
Oh yeah, I gotta figure out some good ones.
Oh God, I'm not looking.
Are you guys actually gonna? Did you guys actually schedule a time to do one?
Yeah.
All right, on, dude.
Not this coming week, the following.
Okay, the following week.
Yeah, because we are. I have full access to my house to be able to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you can record. Yes.
And hopefully I'll be done putting together fucking shitty IKEA furniture. Don't get me wrong, like the furniture itself is great. Like it's top notch.
And finding those damn Swedes.
But it's like 60 fucking steps to put together like a fucking desk.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like,
you run and you find out
with nothing but thought bubbles to guide you.
No, actually not once.
Wow.
I think they put extra screws and stuff in there.
Okay.
So that if you do end up losing one while you're trying to like search through the like 5 or 6 boxes of random fucking things that you got to put together, like you don't have to like go out and get a screw or something like that. So like they're well engineered, but the directions are maybe the worst I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's essentially just a bunch of thought bubbles.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to look for some keto foods to have him try because I don't eat grains anymore, so that's gonna be tough. Like no sugar, no flour, corn, rice, any of that shit.
I'm eating all your pickled shit. Apparently that's what's
happening. I'll have some of that. I also want to find some other stuff that's just like good food.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like just regular, like, you know, this might actually taste good kind of stuff.
I'll still be nervous.
Yeah. Can we start referring to you as Keto Gains?
Oh God, no! Is that like a YouTube channel?
Yeah, you don't know Vegan Gains?
Oh, Vegan Gains. Okay, no, I've never really watched his stuff.
Well, you know who he is, dude.
I know who he is. I think I've seen him on like 1 or 2 dates.
Yeah, I just meant like, are you going to be that obsessive about your keto thing, dude?
No, because there's hella other ways to be healthy, man. You don't have to eat one specific way.
Yeah, and I'm really just giving you shit because you're fucking. You're like really gung ho about it, dude.
It's making me feel so much better.
Yeah.
It's really changed his life around.
Yeah, no, it's good, dude. You're not being obnoxious about it. I don't want you to think you are, dude. I'm giving you shit about it anyway. I mean,
just as much obnoxious. Like, all honesty.
It's like I hit the broadcasting button. You can't do shit.
You
got no power.
Oh man, Metalman might have some links to some fucked up food. Please send those links.
Oh God, no! Don't send those links.
Yeah.
Slip into those DMs and send me some of them links.
I will only make it to 30.
Seaweed's good. I've had seaweed. I don't know if it counts as like. I don't know because you only have like 20 carbs a day on keto. So I'm not sure if seaweed is high in carbs or not, or if it has any. Yeah. I haven't looked at it.
I assume it's a plant, so I assume no.
Well, no, like, broccoli and asparagus and stuff has carbs. What? It's just very little.
Oh, okay.
And they have high dietary fiber. So dietary fiber, so if it's like 10 grams of carbs and 7 grams is dietary fiber, then it's 3 grams of carbs towards your 20 a day.
Gotcha.
So, like, I'll still have, like, I don't know, like some berries and stuff with, like, breakfast and because I want to have like a balanced fucking diet where I'm getting like some sort of vitamins and minerals from all sorts of things.
Vitamins.
Yeah, I made a bunch of avocado chips.
Are you turning into a hipster?
Well, no, you need to have a lot of fat, and avocado's healthy fat.
Yeah.
But man, how many ways can you put avocado on something and not get eventually be like, God, I'm tired of avocado. So I was like, no, I'll make some of it crunchy instead of that, soft texture.
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
Dehydrator.
You gotta make it work, man.
I can't put croutons in my salad, so I might as well put the fucking crunchy avocado in.
That sucks.
Freeze-dried grasshoppers? No, I haven't had those yet.
Cow brain smoothie with eggs. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. Like that might be too hard to find. Fucking California is not the place to find a good butcher.
Oh yeah. Depends what kind of meat you're looking for. I'm sure you can find something good.
Ooh, I wonder if I can find human.
Yeah, go get that Soylent steak. It's rump roast. Don't worry, the guy's ass was nice and lean.
That guy worked out. He was a free range human, dude. It's gonna be delicious.
Here I have the human sausage.
Haha, nice and wrapped.
We'll just cut off the wang and like stuff it with ground up like human and spices like a sausage skid wrapper and hook it up and we'll split it right down the middle.
No.
Right down the middle of that big giant vein.
I give you. I will not poison you intentionally.
Yeah, that's the same thing you did with my computer way back when.
Oh god damn! I don't know why you keep blaming me for your inability to go to a website, man. That's so crazy.
Forever, as long as we're talking, I will always bring it back.
Oh man,
this will forever be a story.
Oh, it's like deer. So I could tell him we're eating deer dick instead, and it'll really be human penis, and he won't know.
Yeah. Remember, the code is long pig.
Long pig.
No,
well, I mean, I think
the code for eating human.
Pig.
Yeah.
So we'll be hearing. It'll be like we'll be like doing. What was that stupid movie? One is a Steven Seagal movie, and he fucking was getting the guy to try like Eastern medicine or something. It's like part of like the humor of the movie, and it was powdered deer penis that the guy was eating.
Yeah.
Wait, Steven Seagal was in a comedy?
It was like a silly movie. Like at one point he like pretended to cut somebody's throat with a credit card, but he snuck in a razor blade and the guy didn't realize it. It was, I don't know, there's all sorts of weird shit. I can't remember the name of the movie though.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh, okay. It wasn't actually an intentional comedy though you're talking about, right?
I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I haven't heard the name of it.
No, I remember Steven Seagal cutting a guy's throat with a fucking allegedly with a credit card, and I don't remember that movie being a comedy, dude. It was a serious movie. Alleged. I mean, it was supposed to be unintentionally funny, maybe.
I didn't know Steven Seagal made anything but comedies, to be honest.
Dude, he was a fucking he was an action star or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, but I laughed at all the movies, so I assumed they were meant to be funny.
No, that was unintentional.
Dude, this comedian's great.
Dude, have you seen this fucking show? The fucking Cops show?
No.
Oh my fucking god, that is beautiful. That man thinks he's like fucking
the shit.
Like the
Action
master
man.
Fucking ninja of all, like he's shooting fucking match heads with fucking his pistol and shit. Like supposedly, I'm sure there was some sort of
edited edited to make it look like he hit him the first time instead of taking.
I'm sure if you shoot enough bullets, you eventually hit the fucking match head and light it.
Yeah,
but
or they
just did it the first time and walked away.
Yeah, that's gonna be magic for you.
Or it was just blanks, and they just had something set up to light the match head right after the shot. Yeah,
and then, but he's a legit cop in New Orleans, apparently. Not New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know if it was in New Orleans, but it was
someone
one of the
bayou area.
And he would like train the people in like hand-to-hand combat, and you're like, those have got to be the one cops you could actually beat the fuck out of. Because Steven Seagal does not really know martial arts.
Right.
He might be an actor.
He's an actor, and he's trained in martial arts, and yet somehow has not really learned any of them. But if you listen to people who actually do martial arts like competitively and like train other people and like that's their business, he doesn't know fuck all about martial arts.
Yeah, he would get his fucking ass kicked.
You probably for being an actor, I mean, you probably get taught what to do for that.
Yeah,
and that's about it. Like some people probably, because this is the level of respect I have for Keanu Reeves, because not so much for his acting in The Matrix, because that is kind of like that's kind of unique to him a little bit.
Yeah,
and he kind of got Mark Hamill there.
Well, Steven Seagal, to be fair, like he studied martial arts, but the martial arts he studied have been like the woo-woo kind. We're like we're gonna center our ki, and our ki is gonna damage other people and all that other shit.
Yeah.
So like, if he were to go up against like an actual like mixed martial artist, it'd be over in a second.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if he went up against some of these other people that studied the more woo-woo stuff, he'd probably do all right.
Okay, what's a woo-woo martial art?
Well, like
the shouting at people martial art and they fall
if they're
over?
teaching you that you're going to take somebody's gun away from them, it's woo-woo martial arts. You know what I mean? Or like where like the master of the martial art is knocking people out without touching them and shit.
Yeah.
That's the woo-woo kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like, it's probably stuff that maybe was effective a long time ago, but never progressed because it's almost like a religion.
Action. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the guys that like really think that they can like use the power of thought to stop themselves from getting hit? Like that kind of shit. And then they go into a fucking fight and they get their fucking ass kicked. And they're like, I guess I did it wrong that time. Like they're still convinced even after it doesn't work at all. Like, dude, okay, I gotta find this clip and fucking send it to you guys because it's fucking brilliant. There would be like they would show them training and like he would be standing there and people would run up and he'd fucking pretend to hit them from like 5 feet away and they'd go flying, right? And he was really convinced that he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? They were like essentially playing along with him, obviously. And he went into a fight thinking he could still do that, and the guy who's fighting just kicks his fucking ass. Have you guys seen what I'm talking about? You haven't?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think they're like they go through like I've seen some of the videos where they're like
they literally
noises and swinging their arms and like knocking people over.
Yeah, and they actually believe that shit. And then like a regular martial arts guy is gonna, comes along and just beats the shit out of him, dude. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like I'm sure Steven Seagal started out totally legit.
Mm-hmm.
But the acting thing, like at a certain point, people just want to suck your asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So like, how many people would like, oh, you're amazing, even though he wasn't getting it, because they just want like a part in the movie or fucking be part of his entourage and get like the fucking get in on the free shit.
Yeah, here's your black belt. Can I be an extra in one of your movies?
Yeah,
you're amazing. You're an amazing martial artist, sir.
It's like I will agree though with Psycho though that learning to disarm people is kind of important.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying if somebody's pulling a gun on me and they want my wallet, they can have my fucking wallet. I'm not going to fight them.
I mean, granted, the average person should probably just give it up.
I mean, if they're trying to kill me, that's different. But if they just want my fucking wallet, take my fucking wallet. I'm not going to try to fight somebody with a gun over a wallet. It's just not like I'm not gambling my life for the like credit cards that I can cancel in 20 minutes.
That's why you take it and then you get their phone and then you break their phone and you're like, haha, you can change your credit cards now. Runs off.
Yeah, but I just go to the nearest like fucking like corner store and have them call the cops or something. But anyway, I mean, like, I don't know, man. When it comes to like getting, if you're talking about like your average mugging scenario, if somebody's pulling a knife or a gun, they can have my wallet, man, and my phone.
I think
it'd be really funny because I have a flip phone, so it'd be fucking totally. They might give it back.
Like, I feel bad for you now.
Like, oh man, I'm so sorry.
Here, honestly, take your wallet back.
Yeah,
you clearly need this more than I do.
Right? They're literally like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know," and just hand it back to you.
They don't.
If I had a gun, I'm not going to try to pull a gun if I'm getting mugged. The guy's already got the gun out. That's not going to work. That's just going to get me shot.
No, you just go look over there. It works every time.
No, I think if you want to fight back with the guy that's stealing your wallet, just comply, give him your wallet, and then get a stun gun out and shoot him in the back with it. Because then he's already running away, and hope to God he drops the gun. But you got a few seconds to run up and like kick the gun away, and then probably kick him in the head a couple times because you're really mad because he stole your fucking wallet. I don't know, man.
Then officer asks, "Why?"
I think that's a personal thing. Like some people think it's more important to disarm, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to tell somebody else not to.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just giving the wallet up.
Yeah, I mean, it's like each situation is going to be, I guess perceived differently than.
Well, others. I've seen things where like the fucking criminal puts the gun down in the middle of committing a crime, and somebody else picks it up, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'd do that because it'd just be kind of funny.
The tides I've had.
Like literally, I've seen like videos where like literally in the middle of robbing like a convenience store or a bank, the fucking criminal will set the gun down to get something out of their fucking pocket.
And somebody grabs the gun.
Like there's always a second of like disbelief.
Like
holy shit! He actually set the gun down.
So what was it? This reminded me of a video of the unfortunate circumstance of somebody dealing with somebody running through a hospital with like a 2x4.
Oh, nice.
Chasing all of the nurses and other staff members.
Yeah.
And there's always that one unfortunate person that trips over their own feet.
Yeah.
And so everyone's running away, and this one nurse falls over, and you just feel bad for her because the guy is probably out of his mind, runs up and just whacks her a couple times. And thankfully, it looks like it's a nice thin board because it kind of bends, so it seems a bit floppy. I'm sure that hurts.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It's like, oh my god. Yeah. There's not much you can do in that situation.
If it's a board or a baseball bat, I would probably, if they were swinging it at, like, going to want to hit me with it, I'll try to get in as close as I could.
Yeah, you get on the hands.
Because the closer you can, like, the less force it's going to impact you with. Because the tip of it, the farthest away tip, is going to be the one that does the most damage. Whereas the closer to his body you can get, the less he can inflict pain with it. So I don't know about that. That's the only thing I know. But I'm not like a
professionally trained.
Yeah, I'm not professionally trained.
Yeah, it's difficult. Disarming is definitely a hard thing to do, and I've actually tried and learned how to do that. At least a little bit of it, and it's definitely difficult. Like pressure points and any sort of takedown is hard to do. And
I would assume that the majority of disarming involves getting control of the gun hand in as fast and economical of a movement as possible.
Yeah. And that takes a lot of technique. That takes a lot of time and a lot of practice to be able to get that down.
I don't know. My hands are pretty strong. I might be able to crack a wrist.
Big meaty claws.
Yeah. But I definitely squeeze down hard enough. I don't know if I could find pressure points though.
It's right between the middle and index finger.
Oh,
this is actually something that was taught when I was at Academy for Progression.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you like I said, for me personally, I don't know any of that shit. I'm not fucking arguing with the guy who can have my wallet.
True. I will still believe that's like a situation where if you're in that, just give it up.
Yeah. But they're telling me like that they absolutely work, and I can't not do them. Like, I'm not doubting that it works for some people. There's like, I'm not gonna take that chance over a couple bucks in my wallet. That's just my personal.
Yeah. To each their own. I mean, if you have that ability, if you're confident in your abilities to disarm somebody without killing yourself or somebody else, I mean,
go for it. Some asshole.
Yeah.
Good on you, dude. That fucking rules. I'm not that dude.
Yeah.
If it's fisticuffs, like if somebody's just trying to fucking fight, or they got like a baseball bat or something, I'm game. I've done that before. I've taken knives away from people once or twice, but I wouldn't mess with guns.
Yeah. You kind of have to get a little closer before you can try anything, and that's kind of a one and done scenario.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, if you get shot and your adrenaline's going, you might not end up out of it, though.
Amen, brother. Psycho's got it right. Best is to avoid it. Just avoid it.
To avoid that situation, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I definitely had a situation where I dealt with, like, outside of my old security job, where I've dealt with a drunk person who had veered off the road in front of me and slammed into a wall. And so I pulled over and went to go check on him, which is a good Samaritan thing to do, but also can be very stupid.
Yeah. You would think it was the right thing to do, but apparently it's not sometimes.
It's coming from just having done that for so long. And so you're going, okay, this is either one of two things. One, something really bad has happened to him and he needs help, or he's a drunken idiot doing something stupid. And it happened to be the latter. And thankfully he didn't have a bat or a knife or a gun or anything, but he clearly could have, and I could have been in a much worse situation than I was. The guy was thinking about running, and I talked him down to the curb, like just to sit down and wait for cops to show up. And it was something afterwards I kind of like driving back home. Like, this could have gone so many directions.
Oh yeah.
Like, could have put me in the hospital. Could have put me.
Well, you could have had to watch some poor bastard die too. I had a friend that had that happen where he pulled over to an accident and had to watch like this dude like and his girlfriend died like while they were watching.
Wow.
On her own vomit. They didn't know what to do. They had no idea.
Yeah, it's sketchy stuff, man. It's hard. It's hard to deal with.
You got into a bad situation, but I mean, at least it worked out.
Yeah, thankfully it worked out. Well, not for that guy, but
no, it worked out as it should. Hopefully, that guy will, maybe have a wake up call and not drink and not put other people's lives at risk.
Yeah,
or like not drink and drive at least. Who knows? But
I mean, it's still like that thought of wow, that could have turned out where I might not have gone home that night.
Yeah,
it's like thankfully it's all everyone was okay for the most part.
That's the risk you take when you walk out the door, though. Too. I mean,
true. He's probably hurting like hell the next day.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shoot. It was a thick wall. I mean, that was like solid stone. And he smashed in a couple rocks.
Psycho talking about using skateboards as weapons, straight out cut people and had a shield.
That works.
From the Spartans. Yeah, I grew up in a pretty rough area, but it was all just hand-to-hand fighting.
So here's the thing. Does Spartan knows how to do kickflips?
Huh?
Do Spartans know how to do kickflips if they're using skateboards?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, unknown thing is they had wooden wheels on all their shields, and just unfortunately none of them survived. The wheels didn't survive till now.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we didn't find out about that.
Huh.
That's how they would get so quickly from one battle to the next. It wasn't just forced marches; they would just skate on the shield.
That's pretty sick.
Can you all picture that shit? Just a bunch of fucking
like oversized fucking ripped guys, just
tough dudes who like fucking each other, wearing leather skirts and fucking skating on shields from one battle to the next.
You're grind that rail, bro.
Yeah, some of them actually made scooters out of them, dude. They had a little handlebar coming up, dude. Fucking brilliant. Their little razor scooter shields.
I have made this righteous bell. It's like the beating heart of a Spartan.
Oh shit! Gmail app, fucking Gmails have been read a lot. God damn it, dude!
What just happened with Gmail?
Apparently, Gmail's been reading apps for a long time. Let me switch this to the other browser.
Dun, dun,
Loaded up Mad Metal Man, bringing the fucked up news.
Yeah, fucked up news.
But it looks like they're sharing like your data from fucking emails to like third parties and stuff like that. Google's Gmail access settings allow data companies and app developers to see people's emails and view private details, including recipient addresses, timestamps, and entire messages.
Wow.
They don't need to receive user content. The consent form isn't exactly clear that it would allow humans and not just computers to read your emails.
Yeah. Well, dude, this is kind of like the shit that Edward Snowden was talking about, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, kudos to them because I don't fucking use Gmail for anything real. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking scary shit.
The hell with Gmail?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is amazing how readily or how easily they just like, yeah, fuck these people's privacy. You know, them, Facebook, you know, any of these fucking companies. They're just like, fuck your privacy, assholes.
I don't run out of fucks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think anybody's surprised that fucking Google is the bad guy.
Wow.
Right.
Don't be evil. We'll just give everybody's personal fucking information to whoever wants it for money.
Mm-hmm.
Selling information.
Yeah, if it's real life, I just call people. I don't fucking email shit unless I have no other option.
Unfortunately, like a lot of work-related stuff is via email.
Oh yeah, but that's shit that doesn't matter if some third party watches, except maybe to your company. But most companies have a proprietary email system at this point.
Yeah,
where you're using like @yourjob.com email for fucking all the work stuff.
I still get a shit ton of spam anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No matter what you do, man.
I get a lot of Twitter shit.
Wait, for your personal email?
Yeah, for my email, because that's all I use my email for, is so I have an email for like Twitter and YouTube and all the other things that require an email.
Yeah.
I think I've sent back and forth. I've sent stuff that I found on Amazon, and my mom sent me stuff that she's found on Amazon that we think each other would like. So that's probably the most personal that they've ever seen. I think at one point there's a website where you can like use your Safeway club card and like plan out what you're going to get, and it gives you even better discounts on some of the stuff. But like I've never like had like long, deep personal shit on that.
All that tells me is trying to figure out what your shopping habits are. God, I'm becoming
which is probably what they want.
It's like I think it's like everything's trying to steal my information, trying to make me a habitual person through and through. You always buy cabbage on every third Thursday. I don't understand why, but we know this information. It's crucial.
Oh man, Metal Man hides under the soap. The hippies will never find me here. I was just watching a little short documentary on YouTube, like a little 25-minute thing about this group of people that basically have a commune, but they run a really successful nut farm kind of thing. So they produce like different kinds of nut butter and like nuts and like but they also like sell like handmade sandals and shit.
Yeah.
But basically it's like a commune, like, but they're not like hippies.
Yeah.
But they're still kind of hippie-ish. But like the best part of the whole thing, like the rest of it was just kind of like, yeah, communism works on a very small scale, of course. It just doesn't work on a country scale. Because then millions of people end up dying every fucking time they do it.
They just keep trying, and we don't understand why people keep dying. But
yeah, it just doesn't work.
Well, they just didn't do it. That wasn't true communism. That wasn't true. Yeah, I love that argument, dude.
Okay, me and Mad Metal Man went the same way. We started talking about a nut farm.
Dude,
gotta get
like nut butter. Like even at my age, I'm still like having to not giggle.
I know, it's so hard not to giggle
from fucking nut butter.
Okay, so I'm sorry, because there is a Cliff Bar that is nut butter filled. The thing is, I'm not even joking. Like, this is legitimate. I mean, they taste great, but the problem is, it's really
bar nut butter filled.
Yeah, like bar nut butter filled. It's like, why, man? Who's the marketing idiot who thought?
But
dude, let me see if I can find the other one, dude. I've got one that's even better. Hold on.
Nice.
Aside from the nut jokes, the names that people had were fucking epic.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sage, there was the typical fucking hippie chick named Sage who was like into yoga and shit. But like one of the girls was named Earth Pig. There was some black kid whose name was 22, but not spelled out, just the numbers. 22.
Why?
And they were just like progressively more ridiculous names, and it was great.
That's some stupid Hollywood shit right there.
It was pretty fucking funny. Like I guess they picked their own names in their little commune. Like they seemed like nice enough people, and the things seemed pretty cool.
Just a little quirky.
But just the fucking names were so funny because I was just like, it's like fucking 4-year-olds if you let them pick their own names. I want to be Dump Truck Skyrocket, you know. Like,
I want to be Earth Pig.
Oh god, damn.
No, someone raffled for her to that to be her name.
Oh man!
All right, let me know when that shows up because I want you guys to consider this name.
You gotta get that sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty.
I fucking used to love those, dude, until I realized that they were essentially just like candy bars.
Dude, but come on, dude. How do you not realize that fucking name? Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing here. Oh shit! Did I stop sharing?
Yeah, you stopped.
You stopped.
Okay. All right, but yeah, how do you not know, dude? Like seriously, especially the salty part. Okay, maybe not the sweet. That's not exactly accurate from what I understand. But come on, dude. Salty nut.
Yeah, salty nut. Yeah, some of the fucking companies, like, I don't know, man. Maybe their marketing department is just like stuffy fucking people who just don't have a sense of humor.
No, honestly, it might be another direction because think about it. We're talking about it right now, and I eat those things.
That's fair, okay.
Because they're actually good. It's just hilarious.
Oh yeah, well the Nature's Valley are all essentially candy bars. I don't know about those, but
no, well, it's still they're still a little candy-esque, but it's still good protein, stuff like that.
I'm just talking about the amount of sugar. It's the same as you'll get in like a Snickers bar or like a Milky Way.
Maybe I don't know if it's that bad, but get up there.
Oh, let's see here.
I don't know. I haven't compared like for like.
Stabby will show you.
Stabby's on the case.
He's been waiting. He's dying. You set him up perfectly. He's gonna spike it.
Here, while he's doing that, I'll share what I've been up to this last week, or even just yesterday. So make sure he has all his research put together.
Here we go.
So talking about bars and such was leading up to talking about my very first trail run race.
Oh yeah.
So yesterday morning, went to the coast and did a 9-mile race at 15K for people who don't use miles. So everybody else besides America are the United States.
Get out of here with your wizardy metric system.
Everyone should not use the metric system, damn it.
We're not gonna, goddammit. We can't be bothered.
So, oh man. But it was good. It was a good first race ever. Got my ass seriously kicked. And wouldn't have it any other way.
You finished though, yes?
What's that?
You did finish the race, yes?
Oh yeah, I finished it.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. I wouldn't be able to fucking finish a 1K race, dude.
Did it in about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Like 2:15, 2:16, something like that.
Yeah. I think I could do it in under 6 hours.
9 miles?
I feel confident that I could do it in under 6 hours. It's just basically walking. I could walk 15K, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, actually, a lot of people can walk that far.
Oh yeah, I don't think I could though. Not right now. I'm not in that good of shape.
There's a lot.
I might get like half a block and just be like, I'm done.
I'm good.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm something. I don't know what it is with my physiology, but like no matter how fat I get, I can always walk at a really brisk pace, like fucking endlessly, dude.
Just got a good stride.
If I run or jog, then I can't. I can't keep it up. But I can fucking like walk like pretty quickly without needing to stop.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would stop me would be my back.
Makes sense.
All right, right.
I'm laying on here. Snickers is 20 grams of sugar for a Snickers bar. And then one of the sweet and salty nut granola bars, it's 29 grams of sugar.
Okay. What about that Cliff one?
The Cliff bar?
The nut butter. Sorry, I can't not say it that way. It's just perfect.
I don't know about those ones. I'm just saying the only ones I know are the what do you call it? See, this one has like 4 grams of carbs and it's not sugars. It's claims it's probably uses sugar alcohols. I only know about the Nature Valleys. They're basically candy bar.
Yeah, those are the ones.
No, those ones are fine. Yeah, the other ones are good. I just know that Nature Valleys specifically are like candy bars. I don't know about any other granola bars.
I think we have to bring awareness of dolphin rape caves, dude. I have to, Mad Metal has brought it to my attention. I feel like we have to further its PSA by putting it out there live. Dolphin rape caves. Like, it turns out the dolphins are behind those kayak tours because they want you out there so they can fucking rape your ass.
No, I used to eat a lot of the Nature Valley granola bars, and that's when I realized when I started looking at the back of the label, and I'm like, this is the same amount of fucking sugar as in a goddamn Snicker bar. Like, I'm fucking, what am I doing?
Yeah, like yourself.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's delicious and healthy, I swear. Like, yeah, it's not. Turns out it's not.
Have you seen the packages of snacking chocolate at the store?
Snacking chocolate?
It's always up at the grocery checkout. There's like these little Hershey's fucking bags, and it's like snacking chocolate. And
where it's just a tiny, it's a tiny amount, basically.
Yeah, with like a sort of a mix of like nuts and other things. But it's like snacking chocolate. And I'm like, that's so fucking gross.
Like, yeah, if you only eat, these are tiny, so they're good for you somehow.
It's slightly less destructive. Actually,
yeah. Even if you eat 50 of them, they're so tiny.
I actually am a big fan of like the tiny Hershey's chocolates.
Oh no, nothing wrong with it. I just thought it was funny that they called it snacking chocolate.
Oh yeah, no,
it's a good case.
That is definitely a vice.
Yeah, one of my fucking side candies that I bought was the sugar-free dark chocolate.
Ooh, it's like
special dark.
Like oddly tasty sounding, but so yeah, I did see Mad Metal's. We have to bring awareness. Dolphin
rape. Yeah, Opal apparently knows all about dolphin rape. I'll have to check out that stream. Then I don't know what fucking. I don't get anything in my fucking inventory. Plus, I've been making a big push to get to Pirate Legend on
Sea of Thieves. Sea of Peace. See ya.
I'm only like 10 levels away, so I've already got like max level in one of the 3 things you got to max level in.
Well, you're actually good at a video game?
I'm really good at it.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I be sinking people's boats and shit all the time.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah, thank you. So much.
Something that isn't Minecraft and you're really good at it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Just got to put you in your place and got to get you back on Rocket League.
Like the number of times I get on fucking... get on boats and they're like, we've been working on this for 2 hours. I'm like, all right, give me a minute. And then I go over and like 2 minutes later, thunk, I find whatever it is they're looking for. Like the treasure chest makes a little thunk sound when you put your shovel in.
Yeah.
And they're always just like, God damn it. Like I helped some people finish up a legendary quest last night. They've been sitting on the island for fucking 2 hours looking for the fucking riddle for the last step. I literally signed in, jumped off the boat, went over, and dug it out.
Oh, man.
Idiots.
Those guys fucking hate you, dude.
You guys look like damn fools.
But no, I'm actually pretty darn. I'm not the best, but don't get me wrong. I still fucking lose a lot of fights, too. But I'm pretty good. Sneeze?
I had a sneeze like sitting in my nose, just like waiting in the wings. Yeah. And it died. So I will have a moment of silence personally for my sneeze that has passed away in my nose.
Let's have some dead air.
Just have a little bit of dead air. That's exactly what we need on a podcast.
Oh, man.
He's in a better place now.
We got some really terrible taps going on over here.
Well, I liked it at the end. The wah, wah, wah.
It sounds like the fail music.
That was a good one. Oh, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That actually is the next line, but I did kind of make it like the wah wah.
Yeah. Oh, no, I appreciated that. Believe me.
I have to explain the joke. It's probably not good.
All right, you already got a laugh, man. I'm not.
No, I want to drive it into the ground now, dude. So my self-destructive tendency is popping up, dude.
Drive it in 6 feet under and kill it. Kill it dead.
Officially dead. It has joined Hearth Sneeze and the deceased department.
We have a department for that?
We do now.
HR.
Just want everybody to know I've fucking ordered a fedora, and I will soon have a fedora.
God damn fedora.
Yeah, you couldn't get the one that says MGTOW on it?
I just, fair warning for everybody, man.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Yeah, come on. A fedora is not hipster anymore, dude.
Oh, man. I don't know how Mad Metal Man makes that sound so sinister. Sadly, I have some things to do that require silence in here, so I will catch up with you guys soon. Something about that just sounds like somebody might be dead now.
Yeah, so I need to stuff somebody in a bag.
Oh, you want some fun?
I got to do some stuff in the soundproof room. You can't have anybody overhearing it. I'll be back.
So, do I want to hear an ironic story? Ironic, yeah.
Ironic, okay.
I almost choked to death on a lifesaver.
Well, in these ones, just chew them up so you don't choke. I wouldn't, I'm not sure how good you are at eating lifesavers now.
No, I'm very fond of lifesavers. I was like 10.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
my fucking grandma almost killed me when I was like 2 or 3 by giving me hard candies.
Yeah, but no, the point is, the reason the lifesavers have a hole in it is because it's designed to not, because somebody actually died, like choked and died on hard candy. Lifesavers were, had a hole put in them, so that couldn't happen.
Oh, interesting.
That's why they're called lifesavers.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a double irony.
Yeah. That's why he was saying that's ironic.
To be able to choke to death on.
I probably wouldn't have overall. Like, it probably would have taken a look, but I was definitely like, I would just be sitting there struggling. I was sitting there, be like struggling for like fucking minutes. Until
fucking whistles, sounds coming out of your throat.
Yeah. So that would have been bad.
But these ones are great, man. You eat 2 of them, and like 10, 15 minutes later, you're going to be shitting your brains out. Apparently, whatever fucking artificial sweetener they use for the hard candies, the lifesavers and shit, makes you shit.
No, man.
Yeah. So if any of you out there need to do some, shall we say, spring cleaning, go out and get some of these.
Yeah, it's detoxing. I need to do my juice cleanse.
The lifesaver
and
cleanse.
my lifesaver cleanse. I need to just hang out on the toilet until my battery runs out on my phone.
There are a couple of doctors on YouTube that just do like fun, like they review medical shows and stuff, and they like dispel medical myths.
Yeah.
But every doctor I've seen on YouTube at one point has to talk about the detoxing thing, and they're like, every one of them's like, you know what detoxes really well? Your fucking liver.
Drink some
you don't need to detoxify. Your body does that on its own. None of this shit makes any difference. Don't buy it. It's fucking hilarious. They're all like super upset. One of this one guy, he always refers to WebMD as SpiderWebMD.
Yeah.
He's like, SpiderWebMD says, you're like, goddamn, dude. Well, I don't think you like that, and you're a doctor, so you can't just be like these assholes.
Yeah. Although, again, to be fair, anything you put into WebMD is going to come up either as you have cancer or you have MS.
Pretty much, yeah. I've had a lot of cancer in my life.
Yeah. I have back cancer. I got back troubles. Apparently, I have back cancer.
Ass cancer.
I need pills. Give me pills. Apparently, that's what a lot of WebMD is sponsored by, pharmaceutical manufacturers.
Oh, what a...
So there's a huge number of stuff, if you look up, just says, like, take this name brand medication or this name brand. Or, like, but not take it, but, like, go talk to your doctor about taking it.
Yeah. Go to your doctor and insist that he give you this medication.
Don't make sure you don't tell him anything about your symptoms. Just tell him that you should be taking this.
Yeah,
tell him you already did that part for him. You just need the prescription.
Well, it's like, but there's so many crazy things. Like, there's no link between cholesterol and heart attacks. Mm-hmm. Like all the studies, that they've done have discounted anything that doesn't further that that's the case. So, like, they were like saturated fats cause heart attacks, cholesterol cause heart attacks. They did this 7-nation study. Well, it was originally a 22-nation study, but 15 of the nations didn't fit the narrative, so it became the 7-nation study.
That's real science.
French people eat a lot of saturated fats and shit, and they were doing just fine. Not having heart attacks, it wasn't a big issue. But that didn't fit the narrative, so France, you're out of the 7-nation study.
Yeah, you don't count now.
So... This is actually, if you want to talk more about it, I want to make a jump. So, Are you good? I don't know if you want to keep going on it.
Oh, go somewhere else if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So, because it made me think of something I just watched. And it was a Netflix show on court cases.
Oh, interesting.
And in particular, because my roommate's been really big on them right now, and I've been over the shoulder watching plenty. And this one in particular was for like ruling people out. This is kind of the thing where this guy was convicted of murder, and the investigator on the prosecution side of it had started trying to present all this evidence. And then when it came down to it, a lot of the stuff that he was showing didn't quite make sense. And it wasn't exactly based off of scientific evidence. It was based a lot of, I've been doing so many court cases, so I know what I'm talking about, and you should believe what I say.
Oh,
and this was, you think this was like way back before you like had a lot of scientific research and like tests you could do. No, this is like early 2000s, like 2001.
Yeah.
And you think
is this like To Make a Murderer or something like that?
This is
Making a Murderer?
I think so. It's what was the case? Like something Johnson, like Michael Johnson case or something like that. I forget. I have to look it up. It probably is To Make a Murder, honestly, because there's a few different cases that I've watched through that series. This guy's in particular. There's like a few like case episode or series.
Oh, okay. This might be something different, but it seems similar to the premise.
So we're hitting at this one point where it's like the investigator on that case. So this guy is now, he was actually charged with it. He was actually charged with murder, sent to prison, totally blindsided by it. 10 years down the road, they nail the investigator for, fraudulent evidence, and had somebody who was incarcerated for 17 years finally get out. And then they're trying this guy. So we're going to ask for a retrial on this guy. So it's definitely, I know I probably just ruined it for a lot of people who probably would want to watch it, but it's still very interesting seeing the process of it, like going from there. I'm still leaving a lot of stuff. I like a lot of stuff.
Well, it's insane how much of a court case really has to do with like the enigmaticness of your fucking attorney. Like how personable your attorney is and likable can mean more than fucking evidence.
It may not be likable. It's convincing. Because you might not be able to like the most approachable. Because when I think likable, I think approachable. You might not be somebody who's like, you might still be like very stern. So
that's
like
why I said enigmaticness.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's like, if they've got that sort of whatever it is that makes people want to fucking
believe them,
go with whatever the person's saying,
Yeah, it's definitely, and for someone like myself who's
was going to be in law enforcement,
wanted to be in law enforcement and worked really hard to it, studied and like wanted to rule out people who were like this. It is disgusting to see that.
Oh yeah, it's the grossest of the gross.
It puts a blemish on trying to get actual justice on actual criminals, and get relief for victims who have to deal with that, and not create more victims.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of these like district attorneys and really well-known investigators, it becomes like a game to them where they want to get all the points. They want to get as many convictions as they can. And whether or not the person's honestly guilty is very little to do with their goals.
Well, that's the kind of main issue with the adversary system. The way the court system set up is the adversary system is, it's not about finding the truth. It's about winning a fucking case.
Yeah.
And that's fucking horrible when it comes to a person's life,
Yeah, because you've essentially, like, if at the end of this, the one I'm watching, if at the end of it, the guy did do it, then you still have done two things. You've dragged families through the dirt like crazy, trying to get this thing get this thing corrected. Yeah. But if he is guilty, if you would have done it properly the first time and gotten what you had gotten, and not just try to get the conviction, you will possibly lose out on keeping that person in prison.
Yeah, he might get off on technicalities now because of all the improper evidence.
All of the people that you've done that to.
And double jeopardy, so they can never try him again.
Yeah. And then if you've done that in multiple cases, or even the ones you have done properly in some cases, everything will be questioned. You know, it's like, because now, okay, well, you screwed up in these cases. What about these 200 other ones you've done within the last 8 years?
It's one of the few things that like crime dramas and like movie drama, like cop movies and stuff like that, get right, where they're like, look, if it looks like you fudged this case, all your cases will be questioned, and a lot of guilty people could go free.
Yeah,
it's one of the very few things that's like a common theme in those that's true.
And I understand from the perspective of, the people who are on the prosecution feel like they've been wrong. They're victims. They want justice. We all want justice. I understand that feeling. I do. And it's like you want that conviction because you want the bad guy put away, but you also want to make sure that bad guy is a bad guy.
Yeah, well, the most famous case of that being wrong was the lady got raped while she was watching a show, and the guy on the show is the one she said raped her, and like the police arrested him on her word, and it wasn't until they were like he produced fucking tapes of the show and everything, like I was in another state, that they finally like let him go.
Huh.
And it's like, that really, that's an extreme situation, but she genuinely thought he did it because that's the face she associated with the emotional trauma.
And that's definitely,
and she still thinks he did it, even though it's physically not possible. Like he was in a room full of like dozens of people, like filming a show in another state at the time of the crime. But
that was obviously
horrible, because you want that. I say you want justice for those people who
well, and that's where it comes in, where you have to go through and do it the right way, and have real evidence, and not phony up whatever it takes to fucking bust somebody.
Well, that's why they consider eyewitness testimony as the least reliable,
Yeah, because
evidence.
that's the most. Yeah, because that's the most time sensitive. On top of it, can potentially be the most biased.
Well, and
then, that's just kind of completely wrong, dude. Like, your memories are not fail-proof, dude. No matter how much of an impact of an event might have made on you. You're like, oh, there's no way I'm going to forget this, or there's no way I'm going to get this wrong because it's such an impactful event. Even that, man, is not going to be fucking foolproof as far as your memory.
Well, like most people that get a gun pulled on them really only look at the gun. Like they don't really remember the guy's face. They just have vague impressions of that.
Yeah.
But you ask them like to describe the gun, they got it down. Because that's what they were fucking staring at. Because they were like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna fucking die. That's gonna kill me."
Yeah.
Barely glanced at the guy's face or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're sure that face is burned into their memory when they spent barely a glance looking at it.
Yeah. And then they'll see somebody who maybe has a resemblance and be like, "No, that was the guy." But maybe it wasn't, because they were staring at the fucking gun the whole time.
Yeah, that's it's very possible. Scary situation, man. We're going back to having guns pulled on us. We're very dark today.
Oh yeah, I've had knives pulled on me a couple times. I've had people swing baseball bats at me. I don't remember a gun.
Yeah, I've been shot at with a shotgun.
Oh, dude!
Jesus, man, what'd you do?
Yeah. Well, it was actually a bunch of us, dude. Like, a friend of mine's lived like a couple houses down from some Casas members. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Casas gangs. Which essentially, again, that's houses translated. But anyways, Casa 13 or whatever one it was, they had fucking issues with them all the time. And one of these days, I don't know what happened, but a bunch of us, it just kind of came to a head, I guess. And first off, they ended up leaving from the house. It was a couple houses down, the Casas guys, and went to some other fucking Casas member's house a little ways down. And we got tired of fucking waiting, so we all mobbed down there, and we were gonna fucking beat the shit out of them.
Oh,
And
really?
right as we got up to it, they fucking started firing a shotgun into the, not actually at us. They fired it into the ground, but plenty of it ricocheted, and the fucking shot hit us.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking scary.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. What was really ridiculous is fucking some old man was like, "Oh, you guys pushed out." Like, dude, he was fucking shooting a gun at us, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's not brave to fucking rush a gun. You know what I mean? It's just fucking stupid.
And especially when he's already demonstrated the willingness to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you really think he's going to keep firing it in the ground if we fucking rush him?
And I'm going to assume you guys didn't have any guns.
No, we did not, dude. We were just going down there to fucking beat him up, dude. Yeah. What was going to happen once we got onto their property and it's legal for them to fucking shoot us, dude? Yeah.
Yeah, technically, that was probably the one time they used a gun in a legal fashion.
Right.
It has to happen at some point.
Yeah. Well, no, they shot it before we got onto the property, but yeah, if we did.
Like, you guys are clearly there with ill intent.
Yeah.
They fired a warning shot, like, don't make us fucking kill you.
Run the registration on that gun.
Yeah, we probably find out.
Yeah, there's no way it's fucking registered, or not to you, motherfucker.
Crazy, man. I've never like the city we're in. I'm sure it has real gang members, but I've never run into any.
You probably come across Norteños.
Like some Norteños?
Yeah. A little bit of that.
Oh, wait, that would be south. Never mind.
You probably even see a little bit of Sureños, but not too much.
I've seen a little bit of graffiti between Norteños and Sureños going back and forth a little bit once in a while, but
yeah,
like as far as like gang presence where they're brazen enough to just be like hanging out on the street, nah.
And it comes in waves. Like every once in a while, you hear a lot about it, and then it just like stops.
Well, I think our cops just get on it.
Yeah, well, it's like a seasonal thing.
A seasonal thing.
Like locusts.
Season.
Yeah, it's like the gangs. Oh, the gangs are coming out. Watch the blooming of the gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, an annual gang and God damn it. Never mind, I fucking blew it.
I'm disappointed.
I forgot what word I was going to use.
I'm disappointed.
I was going to say infestation, but I just fucking kicked myself in the nuts instead.
Shame on you for not hitting your punchline.
Right. God damn it.
How many strikes is that? Do we have to write them up?
Right.
There could be like a
drop and give me 50
token fine. No.
You got to eat the pussy pops.
Yeah,
you got to figure yourself eating them, man. Well, you gotta win them though. So I don't know if you necessarily win. I would assume the raffle is going to go to whoever probably spent.
You got to put in those tokens to see it.
I'm not putting any fucking money in because I don't want to risk winning. Yeah, put it in, and then if you win, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, I'm outside the USA," because it is restricted to just people that live in the USA. Oh no, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sober now."
It turns out eating pussy pop is a terrible idea.
God, it sounds so fucking gross.
Yeah,
you know what though? It's probably not even real. Like, it's probably just they're gonna add some fucking like tuna juice to the fucking otter pop or something.
Some tuna juice.
And laugh their fucking heads off because some fucking dummy is sitting there going like, "Oh," just like fucking whacking with a fucking otter pop in his mouth.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing they do to the panties in Japan at the fucking panty dispensary.
Yeah, there was never really like used panties. It was just like, like a little.
They just poured some of the fucking shit from a tuna, a can of tuna.
But why? But why? Why is that a thing? I don't understand why.
It's Japan, man. It's just different.
It hurts my brain.
Or the pussy pop. I don't understand that one.
That hurts my brain.
Right.
That is like the thing that is happening like this like today has been just like the consistent it just hurts my brain, man. My brain.
Yeah, the world's just a crazy place, dude. The world's just lost its fucking mind, dude.
I can't deal with that much BS in like one sitting.
You know what you need?
I do not need a pussy pop.
No, to clear your head, ketogenics, sir.
Ketogenics.
Ketogenics is the answer to all your problems.
Yeah, well, the world's problems, probably. Dude, everybody would return to normal if they just all did the ketogenics.
Ketogenics for world peace.
For world peace.
And solve the world hunger.
Ketogenics is the truth, the light, and the salvation.
It turns out all the world's ills have been caused by carbs.
Yeah, too much wheat.
Blessed the keto.
Well, apparently you can do ketogenics a lot less harshly than I'm doing it. Like you can do it with like 50 carbs a day, like 100 carbs a day, but
I still need my French fries, man. I still need it. I need it. It's so tasty.
I got avocado chips, man. What are you talking about?
Fuck you and your avocado chips.
I got salmon jerky, baby.
Give me my goddamn French fries. You can take your dried meat flaps, okay? I don't need it. I don't need it.
I'll tell you what, though. Like, the skin is still on the back. Like, I don't eat the skin. I just eat the meat off the skin. Boy, man, the dog fucking loves the salmon skin.
Yeah. Is that good for the dog?
Yeah, it's good for... Oh, yeah, salmon's good for dogs.
Okay.
That's a lot of what they feed sled dogs, fish.
Yeah.
Up in the fucking Alaskan area.
Yeah. Omega-3 fatty acids, dude.
Omega.
Well, apparently one of the things you're supposed to do, and I saw this on one of those woo-woo YouTube videos, is you're supposed to take the skin off and dry avocado pits and eat those.
Yeah.
Like turn them into like a flour and eat them. And then I'm looking through the comments, and like the overwhelming number of people were like, "Fucking avocado pits have fucking arsenic, you idiot." Like it's a small amount, it won't kill you, but it's not good for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's true. I should probably Google that, but fucking I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, I know peach pits for sure have arsenic.
Yeah.
Damn. That's.
Yeah, because there was some place that was promoting peach pits, eating a bunch of peach pits as something that was supposed to help you. And, like, sure enough, there's fucking arsenic in it. If you eat enough fucking peach pits, you're going to die.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
So it's not arsenic. It's quercetin. It's a natural fungicide. And it can react with things to produce toxic hydrogen cyanide.
Oh, Jesus.
Similar to like apple seeds and cherry pits. So there's a lot of fiber and like vitamin E and C and like phosphorus and stuff in there. And then, so like essentially there just isn't enough research to see whether or not like eating the avocado pits is like more beneficial than poisonous.
Okay.
And then I'm sure like there's probably a way to remove the stuff that creates the cyanide.
Yeah.
From the pit. Like if you really wanted to like mill the pits into flour and like eat it, there's probably some sort of method that you can remove the dangerous part. If you wanted to like manufacture it in bulk, it's probably like insanely difficult to do at the home in a home lab or something like that.
Yeah. Without
removing like all the other healthy stuff, but I don't know. I think just eat the fucking avocado and don't fucking eat the pit.
Just put that in the ground, man. Grow yourself an avocado tree.
I would love that. Actually would be good. I love avocados.
Boom.
Remember grilled avocado?
Yeah.
That's fucking beautiful.
It's good stuff.
Dude, yeah, I fucking love. Yeah, it is really good shit.
There's one keto recipe that I almost want to try because so many of the stuff that I see people make, it's just terrible. But it's like an avocado chocolate pudding. Where, like instead of thickening with like flour or like starch or something like that, they thicken it with avocado.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That is fucking weird, but intriguing.
Well, I mean, avocados are really bland, so it's potentially it could get overpowered by the sweetness of the chocolate or something like that. But
yeah,
right.
I don't know.
Tasty. Now time to go home and eat food.
Oh, you want to go eat, huh?
I'm gonna go eat food.
All right, we should probably call it. It is.
I don't know. We're 4 minutes till. We don't want to talk about something for 4 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, really quick. The seeds of stone fruits, such as apricots, cherries, plums, and peaches, do contain a compound called amygdalin, which breaks down into hydrogen cyanide when ingested. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of people that think like apricot pit, or not apricot.
Whatever, any of those.
One of those things, one of the ones you mentioned, I think there's a lot of people that think it cures cancer.
Yeah, I think it's peach pits, dude, but yeah.
Yeah, like peach pits, apricot, something like that, and they fucking eat a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to prolong it too much.
No, that's fine. No. I mean, we're spreading the good word. Don't fucking eat the fruits of stone fruits.
Yeah. So summary recap from everything. Yeah. Don't eat the stuff. Don't eat pits. Just leave it alone. Eat keto.
Avoid pits of any kind.
Do trail running because it's healthy for you.
Give the guy your wallet. Don't fucking take a bullet for like the $5 in your fucking wallet.
For $5 in credit cards. Just lead a very healthy lifestyle. There you go.
But mostly keto. More than anything.
Keto is the way. It is the
Tao. The way and the path forward, the light.
The way, the WHEY, the way.
The way.
The Tao. The Tao.
So good. That stuff's tasty.
Okay. Oh, really? Because all these fucking keto recipes I see tell you to use protein powder and shit in them.
It's actually, if you get a good brand of like whey protein, it's actually mixes in really well. Because I've had some bad ones. It's like it's all clumpy.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's eating paste. It's like wow.
Well, these are all like baked goods to make like cakes and shit.
But for a lot of it, can probably mix in nice. So I'd say go for gold for some whey powder.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna
no whey powder.
My own stuff. I'll figure out my own recipes with the.
I think we have to start winding down like 20 minutes before 12, so that way we can actually be done by 12.
Yeah, because we just got started again.
We're trying to just make up for the next 2 minutes, but I think we're good. I think we're good for right now.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.